Hey, have you got this email? Have you got this email that I'm trying to send you? Inviting you to Google Hang? Hey.
How do I get on my phone? I don't have a video or microphone on my computer at home, and that's what it's answering on that.
I don't know. I mean, I sent. Can you get your email on your phone?
Yeah, but it's not coming through on my phone. It's only coming through on the computer.
Well, I'm not calling you. I was just sending you an email with a link to share.
I haven't gotten an email with a link. It's activating like a call feature, a video call on my Gmail.
Unbelievable.
Can you do that? I know. Yeah, I haven't gotten an email from you at all.
Okay, let's do this.
Can you text it to me?
Yeah.
Is your dad on?
Nope. So I'm guessing he's not getting the email that it's trying to auto send to him too. So.
Right. Okay. Sign in Google account, saying it. Okay. Why won't it let me sign? It keeps going to like a get started thing, and I'm like, okay, get it. All right, here we go. Skip. All right. All right. Well, who am I adding the conversation with?
I don't know. Me.
Why isn't it working? Hell. Are you using the NCWA one?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Hey,
Are we there?
you're there.
I can hear you much better too.
Man, that other thing's was terrible.
I'm
Okay.
not seeing either of you guys, but
You there? You're there.
Oh, I'm here. I'm getting the
Much better.
kind of okay.
Man, that was
That's because I had the video going as well online.
right, I can't see you though.
Can you see
Jim.
anything? There's Jim
I can
finally.
see Jim. I don't see anybody in the middle. Is that you in the middle?
I don't know.
And then what's the thing in the middle of the screen? Is that where you're gonna post stuff or?
That's yeah. Well, I didn't want to show the spreadsheet there.
Oh, okay, I get it. So you're not on camera or what?
No.
Okay, cool.
All right. Let me see. Let me get this embed set up real quick now.
Yeah, I can hear you much better.
Good. Man, that sucked. Sorry about that, guys.
Whoever sold you that software.
Yeah, no problem. You'll be able to talk. They won't be able to see you, but you'll be able to talk, right?
Yeah. You should be able to hear me.
You need to get your magic beans back for that software.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's try this. I'm going to put this, I think it's going to be on you, Brian.
What's that?
What everyone sees.
Oh, great.
That's good.
We'll start with Jim and then you can transition over to me.
Sorry, guys. All right. I'll get that. I just want to put it on that Facebook feed.
All right.
Is it showing up for you guys on the? It's not showing up for me on the website either.
Not on the website. Hold on, let me refresh. But I'm looking at it, but nothing yet.
All right, here, let me embed with a different link. Man, this is terrible.
We're not live right now, are we?
Yeah.
But no one can see this, right?
No, everyone can see you.
Great.
No, nobody can see him. I'm looking at the website. There's nothing on it.
Oh.
I mean, the only thing that's on the website right now is, the heading, your name, March 3rd, Chase Junta. And at the bottom says there's a big white blank, and then it says embedded bracket should be auto refreshing.
Okay, now
that's all it's on.
Refresh. All right,
nobody.
Now if you refresh, it should be there.
There we go. Okay, now it's on.
But you're gonna have to mute that so we don't all hear you playing it.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Go ahead, Jim. Start it off.
Finally, huh? All right. Well, guys, those of you that are out there, we apologize for the delay, slight technical difficulties. But listen, on behalf of the NCWA Board of Directors, our staff, welcome to the 2018 bracketing and scheduling draws. Scott Sherman and Brian Nepper, as well as conference chairman and commissioners, have come together to do the seeding, which we'll reveal as we go along today. And then we'll be drawing those remaining spots using some specific criteria that was agreed to and is in the wrestling plan. So we're going to let Coach Nepper of Toledo, who's also our quality enhancement director, do that. But before we get started, Brian, can you kind of explain the separations and the rules and how we're going to be doing the drawing?
Sure. Thanks, Jim. First of all, we do rankings, NCWA rankings that are released usually every month, in which we value returning All-American status, head-to-head results, and that's basically it, how we get the rankings. I am the one that does the rankings. At the end of the year, after conference tournaments, I do my last rankings. They're sent out to the 9 conference chairmen. They compile their own rankings based on recommendations from the NCWA rankings that are published each month. And from that, Scott Sherman crunches it through some numbers to get the actual seeded draw. Not much has changed from what the chairmen recommend, unless there's something glaringly obvious, maybe a head-to-head between a number 4 and a number 6 seed, or a 3 and a number 4. This year, not much changed at all, except for a couple 7s and 8s, and then your 19s through 24 seeds from the recommended chairman seeds. Once we get the top 24, those are put into the bracket. The remaining guys in each weight class are going to be drawn by a specific procedure that we've come up with over the last couple of years. The first draw will be at 125 pounds. The first 24 are already in the bracket. The remaining 11 guys are going to be drawn in 2 different rounds, and this will be the same procedure that we use for all the men's weight classes. The first draw we do will be anyone who finished in the top 4 in their conference and hasn't already been seeded. The second draw will be anyone outside of that parameter, so 5th, 6th, 7th, or wild cards. In the first draw, we draw them until 32-man bracket is filled, and then we go on to the 33 to 64 spots. We try to make sure that guys in the same conference do not face each other in the first 2 rounds, the round of 64, the round of 32, and we separate teammates by sides of the bracket. The only other thing that we'll be watching for tonight is to make sure as much as possible that we separate the number 1 and number 2 seeds out of conferences so that if they were to meet, the earliest they could meet is in the quarters. The women's draw will also be done tonight, which is a little bit different because there's not as many women in the women's bracket as there are men in the men's bracket. Most of the women are already seeded based on coaches' vote from across the country. The other ones will be drawn in using the same type of parameters that we have for the men, if at all possible. So having said that, we're going to start with the 125-pound weight class. I am going to publish the 125-pound bracket here, and we'll discuss a little bit about who's seeded, and then we'll go on with the draw.
And I think I'm embedding. I had to embed the brackets back on the site again. I'm showing on the broadcast now the 125 men's. On the site again. Nepper.
So, do I need to publish anything here, Chase?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you're just going to show it?
Just the 125.
Yep. Okay, so you're in control of that then?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Last year we did this with bingo balls. This year we're going to do it a little bit more tech savvy. Chase Junta, our esteemed content and web developer for the NCWA, has come up with a randomizer, a generator that's going to pick numbers for us.
Hopefully it saves us some time. We'll see.
Earlier, we did a blind draw on which conference will be drawn first at 125 pounds. That draw came up as the West Coast Conference in the first draw. Are you seeing the 125 pound weight class, everybody? There? Okay, so we're seeing that. We'll just quickly go through the top 8 seeds in the bracket. Coming in at number 8 this year, we have Brandon Phelan from Texas A&M. He was the Southwest Conference champion. Number 7 is Manuel Canfin of Westchester. He was the Mid-East Conference runner-up. Number 6, getting a lot of feedback there, Chase. Are you hearing that? Number 6 is Melvin Rubio of University of Charlotte. He was the 3rd place finisher in the Mid-Atlantic Conference. Number 2 is Colton Messick of the Apprentice School. He was a runner-up in the Mid-Atlantic Conference. I think I skipped a couple. Hold on. Number 5 is Deontay Carter of UMBC, the Mid-East Conference champion. Number 4 is Tim Sakow of UCF, the Southeast Conference runner-up, who was also the runner-up at 125 pounds the last 2 years at Nationals. We have number 3 seed coming in as Jacob Toledo, also of UCF, the Southeast Conference champion. Earlier this year, he was ranked number 1 in the country for quite some time until he was beat by Colton Messick of Apprentice School at National Duels. And then in the conference finals for the Mid-Atlantic, Byron Smith of Middle Tennessee defeated Colton Messick and took over the number 1 spot. And he is seated at number 1 at 125 pounds. The remainder, the next 16 in the top 24 are already shown there on the bracket. We're not going to go over all those. And we are going to proceed with the draw. So the first guy we're going to draw from, unfortunately, there's no one to draw from the West Coast, even though we started with them. The first guy to be drawn is from University of Toledo, which is David Chavez from the Great Lakes Conference. And we'll be choosing between the numbers of 25 and 30, Chase. You there, Chase?
I was muted here.
Okay.
So give me a second here. Let's go ahead and... Fortunately, I can't batch select these, but...
Still quicker than bingo balls.
Yeah, that's for sure. (25 through 30).
That's correct.
All right, let's give this a spin here. We got 28.
28 spot. You want to highlight that for me if you can, or 28 bottom of the bracket, and it looks like we are good. So that's going to be David Chavez of University of Toledo. David Chavez, University of Toledo, is number 28. All right, our next draw is the conference runner-up from Great Plains Conference, Arthur Martinez.
Same numbers here?
Yep.
Except 28, of course?
Correct.
(26).
26, let's make sure that works out. Looking for it. Captivating video, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, he's Great Plains, and that works out. Arthur Martinez, number 26 of Colorado State University. Okay. All right, the next one to be drawn will be from the Mideast Conference, Nathan Abellano, UMBC. We have to make sure that he's on the opposite side of the bracket as the number 5 seed.
Okay. 27.
And that should be opposite, and he's away from Mid-East Conference, so that works. See, he was Mid-East number 4. Next person is going to be from the Northeast Conference, Mark Hoyt of University of Maine.
Sorry, what was that number we just put in? Did I already remove that?
It was number 27.
All right, so yeah, I just wanted to make sure I removed that. All right, so 25, 29, and 30.
Mark Hoyt, University of Maine.
25.
Number 25. Make sure that works out. That works out. Mark Hoyt, University of Maine.
And for you guys tuning in, it's going to be a lot easier. Hopefully, everyone's watching this on the NCWA site, and you can get an embed. You'll be able to see the brackets down below the video. That's going to be the easiest way. Best way to view it.
Let me make sure we're doing this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. The next one to be drawn is Raul Barajas, Northwest Conference.
Oh, we got 29, 30. All right.
We need to make sure he's on the opposite side as 18.
That's 30.
Okay. 30. Okay. 18 is on what side?
I'm looking for it. Where's that? I think
that's the same side. So we have to. So he's going to be 29.
He's going to be 29. Yep.
29 is going to be Raul Barajas. Grays Harbor, Northwest Conference number 2, which makes number 30 David Wu of Washington State.
That's directly across.
And it does look like I missed one, which we'll just put at 31 because we're going to have to fill it anyways, which would be Tony Vo of University of Texas. So we'll make him 31. It's not a big deal there. Number 30. Let's make sure it works, though. Tony Vo, Texas, Southwest Conference number 3. All right, so the next round of draw is everyone who's outside of the top 4 that hasn't been drawn yet, which gives us, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 guys. The way this works out, we have to fill the top 32 first. So the next guy that's in line is going to get that number spot. So we start with the West Coast again. So the number 32 seed is going to be Cody Armstrong of Dixie State University. The rest of them are going to be taken up between 33 and 64, Chase.
33 and 64. All right.
32 is Cody Armstrong. I think we lost Jim.
Yeah, we probably did. That's all right.
Let's see. He is West Coast number 5. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3 more guys to draw.
Between 33 and 64?
That's correct.
All right. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, first guy to draw is Joseph Platas from Sacramento State.
$59.
Number 59. It's got to be on the... So many numbers. There it is. Okay, number 59 is Joseph Platas. That works out. I'm going to put Sacramento. WCC number 6. 59. Okay, next guy to draw is going to be Dan DiFilippo from Rutgers University Wrestling Club.
Okay. That's 64.
Ouch. Okay, that was Dan DiFilippo. I apologize if I input anybody's name incorrectly. Just go ahead and let us know. But it will be different on the bracket anyways. This is just to show everybody at this point. We will make sure that everybody's name is spelled correctly once it's in the official bracket. All right, last guy to pick at 125 pounds is Steven Mojica from Montana Tech Northwest Conference.
That's 39.
39. That meets the criteria. So we have Steven Mojica, Montana Tech, Northwest, number 5. Okay, we are going to move on. That bracket is set. We're going to move on to the 101-pound women's division. And that it's actually a pretty big bracket compared to past years for the women. We have, I think, a record number of women registered for the tournament this year. Very happy about that. We are only going to be making one draw, I believe, at this weight class. Let me make sure. Yeah, we have 8 women seated, again, based on coaches and chairman recommendations. We are going to draw one woman into this bracket. As you can see here, we have the returning national champ. In fact, I believe she's a 3-time returning national champ, Samantha Frank, and I believe 3-time most outstanding wrestler as well. Heading off the class there at number 1. Our number 2 seed is Alexis Perez from North Texas. The 3 seed is Janice Russell from Texas State. Number 4 is Peyton Preciado from Richland. I apologize if I butchered that name. Giselle Avellaneda from Texas A&M is number 5. Ashley Tran is from Texas Arlington. She's number 6. Mia Lominiak from Texas State is number 7. And number 8 is Ashley Martinez. The only one we have to draw here, which will be between 9 and 16. We decided to draw this to make sure everyone had the same opportunity to get a first-round match. That is going to be, let me pull it up here, Madeline Torres from Houston downtown. And we need to make sure that she is on the opposite side of number 8, if at all possible.
Okay. We drawing?
Yep, Madeline Torres.
I need to know what numbers we're going through.
Sorry, 9 through 16.
Man, I really wish I got this part.
Is there any way to delete them all out without doing that?
Actually, you know what? There is, but that's okay. Sorry, what are we doing from?
9 through 16.
All right.
Just to be clear, there are 2 women on the same side of the bracket from the same school here, but the likelihood of them meeting up, being the 3 and 7 seed, it made no sense to change them at that point. We try to separate as much as possible in the women's bracket.
All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here.
All right, so we're placing Madeline Torres.
That's number 11.
Number 11. Madeline Torres of University of Houston downtown. Hey, Chase, can you mute me for a second?
Let's see. Can I mute you for a second?
Okay. Never mind. We're good.
Oh, okay. Sorry, man. I could, though.
If anyone hears a bunch of screaming and running around in the background, I apologize. I have 4 children at home. So. And I think there's a few staying over as well tonight. So number 11 is Madeline Torres. So that bracket is set. That means that the only match in the round of 16 will be between Torres and Tran of Texas Arlington. And that did meet our criteria of being on the opposite side. So that works. All right, the next bracket to be drawn will be the 133-pound weight class for the men's division. We're releasing that right now if we can.
I'll try. I'll at least show the screen of it while I work on it.
Right. And this time we're going to be starting with the Great Lakes Conference. Let me check my numbers just to make sure before we start. Okay, we've got 9 guys in the top 4 that have not been seeded here. That's what we're going to start when we start drawing. Just to review the top 8 seeds in the bracket. Number 8 is Dimitri Correz from Montana Tech, the Northwest Conference champion. At number 7, we have Michael Perdomo from Penn State Fayette, the Mid-East champion, and a returning All-American at 133 pounds. At number 6, we have Deontay Evans from Toledo. He was the 3rd place finisher in the Great Lakes Conference. Pretty tough at this weight class. He is also a returning All-American from 2016. At number 5, we have Justice Griffith, the runner-up in the Southeast Conference, also the returning national champion at this weight class. More about that later. The number 4 seed is Emery Klein from Emmanuel College, the Southeast champion, who defeated Justice Griffith in the Southeast Conference Finals. He was not the only one to defeat Justice Griffith this year, but most of those, I think the other losses he had occurred at 141 pounds. It's making a matchup possibly in the quarterfinals of the Southeast Conference Championship, a possible rematch there. At number 3, we have Brendan Hazelton, Grand Valley State. I believe he's actually a 3-time All-American. He has bumped up from 125 pounds, but has wins over both the number 6 and the number 1 seed in this tournament. So that's why he, I believe, got seeded there. He's seeded 3rd. At number 2, we have Noah Gilbert from Queens University, freshman from the Mid-Atlantic Conference. Pretty tough kid. And we have at number 1 seed is Arthur Payne from Mott Community College. Arthur Payne is actually a transfer in from North Dakota State as a D1 wrestler. He was the champion in the Great Lakes Conference with a tech fall over Evans and a pin in the finals over Hazelton. Now we're going to go on to our draw. The first draw has 9 men in it, and we're going to draw those numbers between 25 and 33, Chase.
Okay.
This bracket has, 41 guys in it. The 125-pound weight class had 35, which is the smallest weight class that we have total.
I'm sorry, what numbers did you say that was?
We're doing 25 through 33.
Okay.
Should be 9 numbers total.
All right, here we go.
All right, the first guy to be chosen is not going to be of the Great Lakes because everyone in the top 4 got seeded. The first guy to be placed will be Joey Tharp, the 2nd place finisher in the Great Plains Conference.
That's 28.
I swear 28 came up first the last time too. All right, so we have to make sure that he's on the opposite side of 15, and I believe it is because 15 should be on the side of 2. Yes, it is. So Joey Tharp is number 28 from Colorado State University. Okay. 28. Our next guy to be drawn is, we're going to jump past Mid-Atlantic and Mid-East to the Northeast Conference with Springfield Bowie Bui, sorry if I mispronounced your name there, sir. Out of Springfield Tech Community College, third place finisher.
That's 32.
32
Left
goes
side.
and that should fit the mold. Yes, it does. Just so everybody knows at home, if the criteria is not met, we'll pick another number and we won't delete the number that was chosen already. That'll go back into the virtual hopper, if you will. All right, the next guy to be drawn is Brian Gimbarski, Rensselaer Polytechnic, also out of the Northeast.
$33.
33. All right, we have to. This is a case where we have to redraw because they would meet each other in the first round out of the same conference.
Okay.
So we're gonna hit that button again and see what we get.
30.
Number 30 should be on the right side, right here. All right, looks like we're good. Brian Gimbarski is the number 30 seed. Number 4.
Let's see.
Next to be drawn will be Christopher Smith, the fourth place finisher out of the Northwest Conference, Grays Harbor College. We need to be on the opposite side of 10.
Man, I was going to try and do so we can get 2 in here. Hold on. Oh, that didn't work. All right.
Sponsor tonight is McDonald's. Just letting everybody know. Sponsor tonight, McDonald's.
33.
33 is, who did I say that was? Christopher Smith. Has to be on the opposite side of 10. Are we on the opposite side? I think we are. Yes, we are. Christopher Smith. You, sir, are at number 33. Let's make sure I put this in there. Okay, Christopher Smith got drawn. Our next one is out of the Southeast Conference, Joseph Caraballo, Florida Gulf Coast.
Remove that one. All right. $25.
25 right here. Let's see, that was SEC. We're good to go. Joseph Caraballo. Okay, the next guy to be drawn is going to be Kevin Evans of University of Houston downtown.
You got 29.
Number 29. Okay. Next up is Landon Williams of Texas State.
I took that off, right?
Yeah, 29 is the one that we just did.
Cool. That is 26.
26. Sweet, I was right on it. Let's see, it is Landon Williams. That meets the criteria. Texas State, SWC, number 3. All right, next to be drawn is Marco Copo of University of Arizona, the West Coast Conference. We should have two left.
Yep. 27 and 31. We got 31.
31 should be right here. Okay, so that is Marco Copo Zona in the West Coast, number 3. Last guy is Derek Kamba of Dixie State. Obviously, he'll be 27. Let me make sure that works. It does. Kamba, Dixie State, West Coast, number 4. Remember, we're trying to make sure that the guys in the same conference don't meet each other in the first 2 rounds, which should be the round of 64 and a round of 32. Anything outside of that, it's going to happen. So our next draw, we have 8 more people to be drawn here, and it will be from 34 to 64, Chase.
Okay.
There's no way to do that without eliminating all those first.
Not really. I was trying to get it done before tonight, but.
All right, so we're starting with the Great Lakes, coming back through here. The first guy to be picked is going to be Desmond Pope, Macomb Community College, 5th place finisher in the Great Lakes Conference.
And that's 34 through 64, correct?
34 through 64.
We got 36.
Number 36. Let's make sure that works. And it does. Desmond Pope, Mac, DLC number 5. All right, the next one to be picked. We're done with Great Plains. We're going to the Mid-Atlantic. 5th place finisher out of the MAC is Garrett Witherspoon of Middle Tennessee State University.
$35.
Number 35. That works. Oh. Number 5. Okay, next guy to be picked is Winston Lee out of from East Carolina University. Winston Lee.
No, I don't think our brackets are being updated. So and that's 46 was him.
You're saying online they're not updating?
Yeah. Well, I'll just do the entire document.
We have to pick again.
Okay. Spin it again. $43. Is that what we just did, or are I laying on 40?
No, we had 46.
Yeah, okay.
43. Oh, 43, where are you at? I guess I could do it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. No, we got to do it again. There's a lot of MAC guys, so.
Okay.
There's 7 MAC guys. We'll probably have to draw him several times.
41. Let's try that one.
41 should be on the right side or left side. 41. That works. Okay. That was Winston Lee, East Carolina. MAC number 6. Next up is Rhett Clemens from Clemson University. Also out of the MAC.
You got 38.
38. That works. Is Rhett Clemens, Clemson, MAC number 7. Are they updating online now?
I'm trying to put it online right now, but
There's number 38.
Very top-notch production.
All right, next up is out of the Mid-East Conference, 5th place finisher Matt Stavrakis from Rowan University.
Okay. 53.
53. That works. Matt Stavrakis. Rowan. See number 5. 53. For anybody still watching at home, the reason we do this is we try to make it random on who gets a match in the first round, as to not penalize teams in terms of team points. You get that extra match in the first round, you get an opportunity for some bonus points. Next up here, 5th place finisher out of the Northeast Conference, Kitan Salako, Rensselaer Polytechnic. We need to make sure he's on the other side of number 30. 30's right here.
Are you just okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, 53 we just drew.
Cool.
So.
Trying to get these brackets embedding at the same time. 57.
I think it says it's set to update every 5 minutes.
Well, no, I wrote that because I noticed that it wasn't updating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. Okay, that was 57. All right, next up is Joshua Gomes, University of New Hampshire.
7 o'clock. And that's 56.
Should be right opposite side. 56. There it is. We have to draw again.
Okay.
You need someone from the same conference there. Number 46 should be good. And it is. Joshua Gomes. Okay. 46. Next up is wild card from Northwest Conference, Nathan Swanson Dinsmore from Western Washington University. A lot of W's.
47.
47. I feel like we had that number before. Maybe not.
We probably did, and we had to skip it. I don't know.
47. Nathan Swanson Dinsmore. Your name is going to be very tiny on this bracket. Just letting you know. Number. That works. Next up is. Let's see. That should be it, I believe. Let me make sure everybody's placed. All right, everybody's been placed in that bracket. We are done with 133 pounds. Not too many redraws. Yeah, I got to make his name really tiny. All right. Moving on, we are going to go to the 109-pound weight class for the women. At this weight class, let me check it here.
Okay, we now have, now all the brackets are up.
All of them?
On the website, yeah.
Like literally every single bracket?
Yep.
Not just the ones that we've released?
I can't do it, man. I can't do it unless you just don't want to do any of them.
Ugh.
Can't do them one by one. I was trying to.
Can we have 2 different documents where we copy one over as soon as it's released?
Maybe.
Why don't you pull them down for a second and see if we can do that? 109 pounds for the women actually is already drawn. We have 1 through 5. Pull it up there, Chase.
Say what? Oh, 1 through 5?
Yeah, 109-pound weight class for the women. Just to show online here. No. We've already got them done. I just need to show it. There, the women's.
Gotcha.
109 pound. All right, here at 109 pounds, we have Ivy Navarro from Southwest Oregon Community College is the number 1 seed. Number 2 is Yuritsa Arteaga. I believe she actually was a returning All-American. Let me make sure here. That's where she was. Yeah, she was a returning All-American from 123 pounds last year. We'll go ahead and make that correction. Apologize for leaving you out. Go ahead and get that there. Okay, Yuritsa Arteaga from Richland's the number 2 seed. Number 3 is Hillary Merrifield from Maine. The number 4 seed is Erica Trujillo from Houston downtown. And the number 5 seed is Alicia Foster of Midland. We did not randomly draw the number 5 here since number 5 and number 4 were so close in terms of the voting. We felt that that would be a good match to have. So that's your actual bracket at 109 pounds. We don't have to draw anybody else in. There are no round robins this year in the women's division. They're all bracketed. All right, so we're moving on to 141 pounds for the men's. At 141 pounds, we have 48 guys this year, which is the largest bracket. There's several weight classes where we actually have 48 in the bracket. So that means that half the guys in the first round are going to get a match. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, at 141 pounds, the number 8 seed is Damon Thomas from Grays Harbor College, the Northwest Conference champion. The number 7 seed is Nick Reddy of Grand Valley State, third place finisher in the Great Lakes Conference, returning All-American. He All-American at 133 pounds last year. The number 6 seed is Nick Pipes of Macomb Community College, first-year program in the NCWA. He was the conference champion in the Great Lakes Conference. At number 5, we have Wesley Hollingsworth from East Carolina University, the Mid-Atlantic Conference number 3 finisher. The MAC this year was absolutely loaded at this weight. There are actually 7 guys from the Mid-Atlantic Conference seated in the top 16 at 141 pounds. The number 4 seed is Michael Harris, the runner-up from the Southeast Conference from Emmanuel College. The number 3 seed is Devin Hayes from Queens University, the MAC runner-up. The number 2 seed is Reed Stewart, the champion for the MAC from Liberty. And the number 1 seed is Tyler Sage from Florida, the champion in the SEC. No surprise there. He's been number 1 all year. Was a transfer in from Arizona State. All right, in this first draw, we have, let's make sure, I believe we have 13 to be drawn in that we're in the top 4 not seeded, which means we need 25 through 37, Chase.
Okay.
Let me make sure on my number here. And we're going to start with the Great Plains Conference this weight.
Let's do this.
All right, hold on. Let me make sure here. 1, 2, 3. All right, yeah. I said 13, is that correct?
25 through 37.
Yeah, let me. Oh, I see why I'm not getting it. There's a second page.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, 13 guys. All right. So we're starting with the Great Plains Conference. First guy to be picked is going to be Levi Honeywell of Wayne State College, Nebraska, runner-up in the Great Plains.
And that is 30.
Number 30 should be down here, and that works. Next up is Matthew Reeves, also of Wayne State College, the third place finisher. He needs to be on the opposite side of the bracket, of course, from Levi.
$32.
And that should be opposite. Okay, that works. And we are Matthew Reeves. Next up is the third place finisher from Mid-East Conference, Brock.
I think I lost you, Brian. It's my fault. Sorry, guys. Technology. Let's see if I can get Brian back in here. Hey-o.
Hey, sorry, I don't know what happened.
No, that was me. That was my
okay.
fault.
It's you, not me? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Where were we? All right, Brock Lieberman, Penn State University Wrestling Club, third place finisher, Mid-East Conference.
Let's see here. Give me a second.
Scott Farrell's trying to join the conversation, by the way. I don't know if you can send him a link.
Yeah, I can try.
I think a couple other people were trying to get on the other thing that we had set up too as well.
Sorry, everybody. We can go back ahead if I'm trying to remember. Now I'm trying to think who we need to draw from, who we drew.
We can go if we draw them again. They're already in there, so we'll be able to pull it out. The numbers we're doing right now are 25 through 37.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a second. All right.
No, you have it set up right online. It's only showing the ones that we've released so far.
Okay. 25 through 37.
And we've already chosen 30 and 32.
Okay. 30 and 32. All right.
And Brock Lieberman, Penn State Wrestling Club.
$31.
That works. Next up is Jeremy Gannon of Williamson College of the Trades, Mid-East Conference number 4. Number 27.
Yeah. I'm going to try and get, let's see if we can get Brad and Scott in here.
That's okay. 27 works. We've got Jeremy Gannon of Williamson. Let me see number 4. All right, next up is Connor Block RPI, Rensselaer Polytechnic, number 4 finisher of the Northeast Conference.
It's going to be 37.
37. That works. Connor Block, RPI, NEC number 4. All right, next up is the 3rd place finisher from the Northwest Conference, Stan Cruz from Grays Harbor. He needs to be on the opposite side of number 8, so the right side.
Yeah. You got 25.
That sounds like a left side. Another number. Yep, it's left side. In fact, he would end up facing his teammate in the first round.
Got 29.
29. As long as it's right side, he should be good. And it is the left side. Big again.
$25. Didn't we just come off that one?
Got that one, yep. Random, huh?
Random.
See, we could have taken that
33.
That ball out. 33, left side. Pick again.
Well, how many are on the right side?
If for some reason we can't get one on the right side, the procedure is to switch it with the closest one that we pick when we can no longer do it.
35.
35 should be. Sounds like it should be good, and it is. Okay. That is Stan Cruz, GHC, and WC number 3. Next up is Zach Moore, Washington State University, 4th place finisher from the Northwest Conference.
36.
That's easy, right across the way. All right, next up is Robert Mendoza, Washington State University, wild card from the Northwest Conference. He needs to be opposite of number 36, obviously. I'm sorry, he gets drawn in the next round. I take that back. Apologize there.
Okay.
All right, next up is Edison Garcia. So this will be the number 28.
Yep.
28 is Edison Garcia, University of Central Florida. And that works. Oh, man, I'm off at my typing. He was SEC number 4. Let me make sure. I think we have to have him on the opposite side of 18. Where's 18? I think that's on the right side. Where's 18? Yep, opposite side of 18. Okay, we're good there. Moving on to the runner-up in the Southwest Conference, Cassidy Collins, University of North Texas.
$29.
I feel like I just saw that. 29's right here. Okay, that works. Next up is Rio Onui from University of Texas, 3rd place finisher out of the Southwest Conference.
$33.
33. Okay, that works. Okay, next up is out of the West Coast Conference, and it will be 3rd place finisher from Arizona, Alex Copo.
Between 25 and 26.
And I know where each one is. 26, and that works. Alex Copo. And that means 25 is Drew Linton from Utah State University, West Coast finisher number 4. Okay. 26, 25. All right, we go back to the Great Plains Conference to do numbers 38 through 64. And we're going to draw. I'm sorry, we still need to do. Did we not do the Great Lakes? I'm missing somebody. I think we have one guy left that needs to be placed in that section. We didn't have any numbers left, did we?
We had 25 and 26, and then so we had one more left.
Well, so the next one available would be 38. So number 38 is going to be Daniel Go from Ohio State University Wrestling Club. 38. Make sure that's good.
It's bottom right.
Nope, it doesn't work. Dang it. So he has to be 39. Where's 30? Who's 37? All right, so we switch him with 37. That's the procedure. So Connor Block is going to be number 38. And 37 will be Daniel Go of Ohio State Wrestling Club, GLC number 4. I must have messed up someone there. All this is random, though, so when you make a random mistake, it's still random. So that's why it still works. I mean, it is. Everything is random, so random is random. Within a set parameters. Okay. So let me make sure how many we got left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 more guys to choose. That doesn't seem right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 10 guys to choose. Okay, so we're between 39 and 64.
39 and 64, okay.
Delete 38.
All right.
Okay, so we start with the Great Plains Conference. Everybody's been drawn. We go to the Mid-Atlantic. The 8th place finisher from Liberty University, Ashton Robinson.
That's 60.
Number 60. Yep, we got to draw again because he's against the same conference.
Okay.
This one's going to be hard to draw because there's so many. There's 7 other guys.
56.
56. Top. Nope. Draw again.
I'm going to move over from now. $61.
Oh, sorry. 61.
Yeah.
It froze up there for a second. It looked like it was 47. Yep, that works. Okay, Ashton Robinson. Liberty. Mac, number 8. Okay, 61. All right, next up is the 5th place finisher of the Mid-East Conference, Jake Yoder from Temple.
$52.
52. Should be here. That works. Next up is Andrew Spinelli from Yale, Northeast Conference number 5.
Uh, 55.
55. That does not work. Go ahead and choose again. Meet someone from his conference. And round 32.
$55 again. All right.
That was random.
$49.
That looks like it will work. That was Andrew Spinelli. Okay, next up is Laszlo Ginler, also of Yale. So he has to be on the opposite side of his teammate here. It's on the right side of the bracket.
$55.
Yeah, we know that's on the right side. Come on, right?
Yep. Here we go. Yeah, right.
You can't. You got to draw another one. It's the same reason we couldn't use it in the last guy.
Okay. It's not a problem. I know that this one is online on the embed. 141 is, so it looks like it is working now. 46.
46 should be on the right side, and that works.
So I'm not going to even try to bother switching over.
Yep. So you guys are all stuck with us until the end. You're not going to see him right away. All right, next up is Anthony Devaney of University of Connecticut. He was a wild card in the Northeast.
Okay. $48.
It seems like it should work.
That's on the left side, top left. He's against Southwest.
No, you got to go. You got to draw again. There's a lot of Northeast guys too. I think there's 8 guys from the Northeast. 7 guys from the Northeast.
59.
59. Captivating television, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Captivating television.
Very bottom right.
Oh, I gotcha. Nope. Draw again. I will say the redraw is a lot better with this.
59 again. Let's go, Ken.
Unless you keep drawing the same number over and over again, then it's kind of annoying because we could have taken that ball out.
63.
Should be good. Yep. All right, moving on to the Northwest Conference wildcard, Robert Mendoza, Washington State. He needs to be opposite side of 36.
$39. That's going to be the right side, kind of midway down.
Is that opposite of 36, though? Yes, it is. And it fits our criteria. Let me write down Devaney. Hold on real quick. Devaney was 63. 63. You said 39?
Yep.
39 is Mendoza. All right, next up is Nicholas Nelson, University of Georgia, Southeast Conference number 5.
Got 56.
56.
Let's see.
If you could find that for me.
I'm looking.
56 should be up top right here.
Yeah.
That works. That would be Nicholas Nelson, UGA, SEC number 5. Okay, 56. And next up is last guy to be drawn, Sean Wan of University of Southern California, 5th place finisher of the West Coast Conference. Let me make sure he's the last guy. No, he's not the last guy. There's 2 more guys from the Great Lakes. I can't forget that.
47.
47.
It's on the right side.
Sean Wan, USC, number 5. Let's see, he was 47. All right, we got 2 guys left to draw. I apologize. Back to the Great Lakes Conference, the 5th place finisher from University of Wisconsin, Daniel Rasher.
I'm sorry, you took out 47? 47?
Correct.
All right.
Yep.
$41.
Is anybody else joining us? Doesn't sound like it. Dan, that works. Go ahead and draw the last number.
$45.
41, 45. 45. We need to make sure it's on the opposite side of 7. Means the left side.
On the right.
It's on the right. That's on the left. You got to draw again. He's against Great Lakes Conference.
62.
That seems like it would be on the right side. Go ahead and pick again.
$60.
That sounds like it would be okay.
Bottom left.
Yeah, you're still going to meet at Great Lakes possibly in the second round, so we got to do it again. It's always the last guy.
Always the last guy. 51. That's right there on the right.
If it's on the right, we got to draw again.
Okay.
Wait, are you sure it's on the right?
Yep.
Yep, we got to draw again.
55.
That's on the right.
I guess I could take it out. I didn't think about it. 59 is on the right. All right. Well.
Yeah, take him out so we don't get him again.
Well, this is the last guy, right?
59, I believe, is it on the left?
It's on the right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's bottom right.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
This is the last guy?
Yeah, it's the last guy.
Right. I don't want to take ones out unless I know.
Well, you're going to have to take them out anyways.
Yeah, that's true, but 57.
57 looks like it's going to work, and it does.
Sweet.
57 is Owen Gaffney, Grand Valley State University, Great Lakes wild card. Okay, that ends 141 of our captivating live draw. National Collegiate Wrestling Association. All right, next up is 116 pounds for the women. 116 pounds, we have a pretty full bracket here. And I believe we have to draw. Nope, there's only 8 women in this bracket, so we didn't have to draw. We seeded it out. At 116 pounds, the number 1 seed is Marie Seeley from Southwest Oregon. Number 2 is Deanna Silva from Southwest Oregon. Number 3 is Caitlin Wells, Springfield Tech. The number 4 seed is Luciana Chament from Texas. Number 5 is Jamie Prado from Maine. Number 6 is Stephanie Buenuelos from California State Northridge. The number 7 seed is Jasmine Salhani from Temple University, Mideast Conference. And number 8 seed, also from Mideast Conference, is Jasmine Ramos from UMBC. And that's your bracket for 116-pound women. Again, another full bracket here. Looks like a pretty decent weight class. No returning All-Americans or national champion here, however. We do have 4 returning national champions for the women's bracket and only 2 in the men's of note. So moving on here, we're going to go to 149 pounds for the men. And as Chase releases that online, I'll just kind of go over the top 8 here real quick. Number 8 seed is Ty Boyd from the Apprentice School, the conference champion from the Mid-Atlantic Conference. He was an All-American last year at 133 pounds, moving up 2 weight classes. The number 7 seed is the West Coast Conference champion, Jared Breither from UNLV. New program in the NCWA this year. Good to see that they're having a little bit of success. Number 6 seed is Scott Akers from North Texas, the Southwest Conference champion. The number 5 seed is the runner-up out of the Mideast, Nick Politi of Temple University. The number 4 seed is Chad Cantrell, Liberty University, the runner-up from the Mid-Atlantic Conference. The number 3 seed is Martin Mitchell from UMBC, the Mid-East Conference champion. The number 2 seed is Zach Blevins from University of Toledo, the Great Lakes Conference champion. And your number 1 seed at 149 pounds, making the drop from 157 pounds last year, returning All-American Jay Shepard from Emmanuel College, the conference champion for the Southeast Conference. This weight class has, 44 guys. Of that, we have 10 guys that are remaining in the top 4 to be drawn, and then another 10 guys in the second draw. For this weight class, we will be starting with the Mid-Atlantic Conference. Let me make sure I got those numbers right, Chase, before we put them in there. Ten guys to be drawn, and that is correct.
What numbers? Sorry.
So our numbers are 25 to 34.
Oh, okay. Let's do that.
And the first guy that's going to be drawn here is going to be David Crespo from East Carolina University, 4th place finisher in the Mid-Atlantic Conference. We're on 141 or 149 pounds for those just joining us.
That's 33.
33 works. That's David Crespo, East Carolina, number 4. All right, next up is we go over the Mid-East because they're all seeded. All 5 guys are in the top 22. The 4th place finisher out of the Northeast Conference, Anthony Tripodi from University of Connecticut. $31 works.
1.
Next up is the runner-up from the Northwest Conference, Dylan Simpson, Grays Harbor College. He needs to be on the opposite side of number 11 with a teammate there.
$25, sorry.
25. Is that opposite 11? Yes, it is. And that works. All right. Next up is John Dickerson, also of Northwest Conference. He was a 3rd place finisher there from Central Washington University.
And that's 30.
30 works. Next up is the runner-up from Southeast Conference, Noel DeLeon from Florida Gulf Coast.
$29.
29.
That's left side midway.
Yep, that works. Okay, the 3rd place finisher of the Southeast Conference, Tristan Roderick from University of Florida.
It's 34.
34. That works. That is Tristan Roderick. Next up is John Cruz, 4th place finisher from the SEC from University of Georgia.
$32.
We have to draw again.
Okay.
He'd meet a Southeast Conference opponent there. 2nd round.
27.
27. That works. That is John Cruz, UGA, SEC number 4. Next up is the runner-up from the Southwest Conference, David Washington of Richland College. Should have 3 numbers left.
Yep. 28.
28 should be opposite, so that works. David Washington from Richland, SWC number 2. Next up is the 3rd place finisher from the Southwest Conference, August Romeyer.
32.
Should work. 32 is August Romeyer from Texas A&M.
So that leaves.
And what's the last number?
26.
26 goes to Chris Nunez of, hold on, let me get that fixed there. 26, you said? Goes
Yeah.
to Chris. Nope, he can't have that. So 26 and 32 need to switch. The last two that we picked switch there.
Okay.
He would face the West Coast. So that's going to be August Romeyer is now number 26. Congrats, August, on going up a few seeds. And number 32, oh man. Number 32 becomes, who did we say? Chris Nunez, Cal State Northridge. Okay. That should be all for that draw. Mark these down. Romeyer is now number 26. Okay, so we should have 10 guys left, and we are drawing between number 35 and 64. Yeah, I'm going to take a minute break here while you're building that. Be right back.
Okay.
All right, back. All right, so we're drawing 35 through 64. All right, first one drawn here. We go back to the Mid-Atlantic Conference. By the way, that bathroom break was also brought to you by McDonald's. The fifth place finisher from Mid-Atlantic Conference, Austin Sparks, Middle Tennessee State University. Number 39. Are you there, Chase?
Yeah, it's 39.
Okay.
You see where that was?
Yeah, it works. All right, Mid-East Conference has already all been seeded. We go to the Northeast Conference. Fifth place finisher from RPI, Rensselaer Polytechnic, Chris Howes.
And that's 41. That's almost right across the same on the left.
That works. Okay. Next up is Jean Sauverne Rioux. I probably butchered that. I apologize. Jean Sauverne Rioux from RPI.
Yeah, 46.
He has to be opposite of the one we just picked.
Man. I have a feeling it's going to be on the left.
Nope, it's on the right, but it's against the Northeast Conference guy, so you got to draw anyways.
Yeah. 49. Is that what I just did?
No, you had 46.
Okay.
49 is unfortunately on the left side, though, so you'll have to pick again.
$56.
That sounds like it's going to work, which means it probably isn't going
Top
to.
left, kind of top left.
Nope. Do again. I swear you picked 49. 45. 45 is left side. Pick again.
$49.
Pick again. I'm about to just put him at number 58.
40. That's left side.
Pick again. All right. This is because we butchered your name that you're getting all these numbers. Or I guess I did.
56.
Nope, you've picked that already too.
Son of a gun.
I thought you said this was random, Chase.
It is random. Obviously. 57. That's got to work.
I swear that's where I said I was going to place him, isn't it? I said 58.
You said 58, which 58's on the right side, which means 57 is on the left.
Stupid rules.
42.
That is on the right, and it works.
Oh,
all right.
Man.
Against another guy that has a very long name, so. Oops. All right, while I'm typing this in, go ahead and choose for Randall Chipman, Washington State, wild card from Northwest Conference. He has to be opposite of number 23.
It's 37. Let's see. 37's bottom right. You said he has to be opposite of 23. 23 is like mid right. Oh, I'm sorry. 37's bottom left. Did I say that? Yeah. So he is opposite.
Okay, so you said 37's opposite of what did I have to get? 23.
Yeah.
And that works. 37. Thank you for cooperating, Mr. Randall Chipman. From Washington State, who will now be facing David Washington from Texas State. From the state of Texas.
Are we drawn?
Hold on. Let me make sure I get this in. All right. The next one is Charles Jackson, University of Georgia. He has to be opposite side of number 27.
That's 40.
As long as 40 is on the left side, we'll be good.
Where is that? Okay. Yeah.
And we are good. Charles Jackson, 5th place finisher from Southeast Conference, is in the bracket. Sednette Jean from Florida A&M, 6th place finisher, Southeast Conference.
62.
I was looking right at that. I knew it was going to go there. All right, that one works. And let's see, we have Tyree Carter, Southwest Conference wild card from Texas A&M. He needs to be opposite of number 26.
43.
43. There's not many spaces left, so it should be easy to find. 43 is on the right. Where's 26? As long as it's on the left, we're good.
26 is on the right.
All right, go ahead and pick again.
$60.
That should work. No, of course it doesn't because there's a Southwest Conference guy in that round. All right, choose again.
54. It's on the right.
Scott Farrell says we're doing a great job. Thanks, Scott. Are we supposed to be on the right or the left? We need on the
54
left.
is on the right.
So we need it on the left or the right? I forgot.
We need a left.
Okay, we need left.
54. Let's go again. 51.
That sounds like a left side number to me.
It doesn't work that way. It's
the right side number.
Where are you talking to Scott?
He just texted me and said we're doing a great job.
Oh, 36.
36 is got to be at the top, right? Top left.
Where is that? Oh, there we go. It's on the left.
Got it.
Yeah.
And who am I trying to place, though? Texas A&M, Southwest. That works. Tyree Carter, you are number 36. Congratulations. All right, 36 in the books. West Coast is already seated. Fifth place finisher, Great Lakes Conference, Jalen King from Macomb Community College. I believe he is the last one to pick.
It's 44.
44 should be up top left. No. 44 right there.
Bottom right or bottom left, yeah.
That works. Jalen King, Macomb, GLC number 5. Let me make sure we got everybody placed before you zero out. And 149 pounds has been seated. No, I apologize. We skipped over 2 from the West Coast. So we're gonna throw 44 out. We'll redraw Jalen King's. Apologize. There's a second page. This is a big bracket.
You said take 44 out?
Yep. Put 44 back in. I'm gonna take him out of the seating.
Oh, okay.
We have 2 guys from the West Coast. We have to pick. I apologize, West Coast. West Coast 6th place finish. Philip Grajeda from Arizona.
44 is back in. It's just at the end here.
Correct.
64.
64 is Philip Grajeda, which should be up on the top left. You got to pick again. West Coast is in that group of 4 there. Your lucky day, Philip.
60.
60 should be bottom left. Well, you went from the number 1 to the number 5 seed. All right, Philip, you are now number 60. Zona, West Coast, number 6. A lot of guys from the West Coast in this bracket. All right, Braden Llewellyn from Utah State. As far as I know, we don't have to. Yeah, we have to have him opposite of number 13.
13's on the left. 49. 49 is on the left.
Pick again. See, there's not many numbers left. Should be
52.
Should be 18 numbers left. 52.
52 is on the left.
Pick again. And it would have been against his teammate.
Yeah. 35.
All right, that is on the right, and it meets our criteria. So, Braden Llewellyn, you are number 35. You got 7th place in the West Coast. Tough conference this year. All right, 35. All right, now we go back to Mr. Jalen King. And he had 44 before. I'm kind of inclined to put him there again because we're probably going to have to keep drawing him since we already did draw that number. and no one else got it, I'm just going to put him at number 44. So we don't have to keep drawing. That was GLC number 5. Okay, so you were 44, Mr. Jalen King, as we had stated before. All right. Now we're done with 149. We're going to move on to the 123-pound weight class for the women. There are 3 women seated here. We do have some work to do, I believe, at this weight class. We have 2 women to draw in, which the first, we're going to draw first for number 4. I don't know how to do that. We basically have to flip a coin on who gets number 4. So go ahead and put 4 and 5 in, Chase. We're going to draw for Linda Hoon or Hine. I apologize if I messed up your name. Linda from Springfield Tech. And we're going to draw whatever one she gets. If she gets 4, she's number 4. If she gets 5, the other person is number 4. While he's doing that, the number 1 seed here is Camela Sanchez from Colorado State. Number 2 seed is Victoria Smith, Southwest Oregon Community College. And number 3 seed is Itzel Esquivel from Houston, University of Houston in Texas. So 4 and 5 were drawn for Linda from Springfield Tech.
5.
Okay, so that means Isa Abbas is going to be the number 5 seed, or number 4 seed, which works out pretty good because she's opposite of her teammate. Southwest Oregon Community College. And now we are going to draw between 5 and number 8 for Linda. Let's make sure that we give everyone in that first round an opportunity to score some bonus points for their team.
Wait, I'm sorry. Didn't I just tell you 5?
Yeah, but that was just to choose who got number 4. I just needed 2 numbers.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that made any sense to you, but
No, it didn't, but that's fine.
it did to me, so that's all that mattered, right?
Sure.
5, 6, 7, and 8.
Oh, okay. Number
8. All right, so drawn into the 8th slot is going to be Linda Hine from Springfield Tech. And that's your bracket at 123 pounds for the women.
157 is live. So
157-pound weight class for the men. We have several returning All-Americans here. We have 4, in fact, all in the top 9 seeds. Your number 8 seed, I'll actually talk about the number 9 seed just here because we have an All-American returning. Ethan Kenny is a returning All-American from Penn State Fayette. Finished 5th in the Mid-East Conference. I believe there was an injury that occurred during a tournament that made him finish that low. I want to say he was the number 1 seed in the tournament. Number 8 seed is Matthew Seymour from Central Florida. While he did not All-American last year, I believe he did the year before at 141 pounds. Your number 7 seed is Joseph Posledny, the Great Lakes Conference champion. I believe freshman. Number 6 is Dan Ritz from Penn State Wrestling Club. 3rd place finisher from the Mid-East Conference. Number 5, Azamat Akhmadov from UMBC, the runner-up in the MEC. Tough conference this year with a couple of returning All-Americans, and he finished runner-up there. Quality tournament. Number 4 seed, Dan Vosbein, the champion from the Mid-East Conference out of Westchester University. Number 3, Andrew Burgett from Liberty University, the runner-up in the Mid-Atlantic Conference. Your number 2 seed from the Southeast Conference, Emmanuel College. He was the champion there. It's Hunter Quinn. And the number 1 seed overall is Chad Simmons of the Apprentice School, the conference champion at the Mid-Atlantic Conference. He dropped down from 165, where he was an All-American last year, and he's your number 1 seed. At this weight class, we have a total of, again, 48 individuals vying for a championship. In the top 4 that we have to draw in the first draw, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Just counting again, just to make sure I don't miss anybody. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We should have 11. Let me make sure. I had 12 before. Let me make sure my number's correct. 2, 3, 4. I'm counting 11 here. 11 in the first draw, which means that we're going to be going from 25 to 35, Chase.
25 to 35. All right.
I take that back. I was wrong there. Let me make sure. 19. Where's the 19 seed? Okay, that's okay. Nope, 11. 11's correct.
Well,
Nope, I was wrong. Right? Okay, 12. 12 is correct. I had the number was correct originally. It was in my fold here. So.
All right. Well, I have 25 to 35. Give me what I'm.
25 to 36.
36.
Yep, that's what I originally had.
That's 11.
These brackets are so big that the page with names on it is actually 2 pages long, so I'm having to go back and forth here. All right. We are starting to draw here, I believe, with the Mid-East Conference. Let me make sure that's correct. Mid-East Conference is where we're starting. We have no one to draw from the Mid-East Conference at this point. So we move on to the Northeast Conference, and our first guy drawn is James Lucci from University of Massachusetts Amherst, 3rd place finisher of the Northeast Conference.
Okay. It's going to be 30.
Number 30 should be right side. Okay, that works. Next one to draw will be Alan Mashkovich, University of Connecticut, 4th place finisher, Northeast Conference.
It's going to be 31.
Oh, that's convenient. 31 should be up top. That works. Next to be drawn is out of the Northwest Conference, Kamani Johnson, Grays Harbor College. We need to make sure that he's on the left side opposite of his teammate Josh Pine, who's the number 10 seed.
It's going to be 32.
Wow, that's interesting. That works. Should at least.
Yep. Top left.
All right, we go to the Southeast Conference. 4th place finisher from University of Florida, Kyle Robertson.
Got 35.
That should be.
It's like you made it right.
Right here. Okay, that works. That was 35. Okay, next up out of the Southwest Conference, 4th place finisher from Texas A&M, Andrew Herwald.
$29.
Let's check that. 29 should be up left.
Yep.
That works. Next up is Eduardo Regoza from Sacramento State, the runner-up from the West Coast Conference.
It's 27.
All right, can you find that for me?
Yeah.
While I'm typing this in. 27th, bottom right. See it. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, next is Andres Piedra from Arizona, third place finisher from West Coast Conference.
$28.
Hey, that works out pretty well for them. Andres Piedra. A lot of Arizona kids this year, it looks like. Number 3, that works. Next up is Thomas Thacker, Utah State, fourth place finisher, West Coast Conference.
It's 25.
I think that should work. I don't. The opposite of everybody else. Thomas Thacker, Utah State, West Coast number 4. You are number 25. Okay, we're going to go to the Great Lakes Conference here. Make sure I got him written down. Okay. Next up is Jacob Yatso, University of Wisconsin, third place finisher, Great Lakes Conference.
$33.
Okay, that works. Okay, fourth place finisher from Great Lakes Conference, Ben Huff, University of Toledo.
It's 36.
36. Should be left side. Ben Huff, that works. 36. Now we move to the Great Plains Conference. The runner-up from Wayne State College, Ethan Fitzler.
You got 26.
26 should
Right
work.
side.
Ethan Fitzler, Wayne State College, GPC number 2. That's 26. And the last one here to draw is Ryan Miller, Missouri University Science and Technology. And what number is he? 34?
Yeah.
34. And that works. Awesome. Love it when a plan comes together. MSNT. DPC number 3. Okay. That was 34. All right. Now we move on to the second set of our draw. We're drawing between 36 and 64. Man, I wish there was a way to just put in 2 numbers and it populates it.
So what we're drawing for?
36 through 64.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I guess it's not too bad when you can just click them. All right, first guy we're going to draw here is going to be the 7th place finisher and wild card entry from the Mideast Conference from Rutgers University Wrestling Club is Greg McChrystal.
I'm sorry, you said 36, right?
6 through 64.
All right.
Spin and win.
63.
63. That is going to work. Next up is 5th place finisher of the Northeast Conference, University of Massachusetts, Jacob Sincata. He needs to be opposite of number 30.
It's 40. 40 is on the left side.
63. Hold on. Said 40. 40 is what he got?
Yeah.
40's on the left. Where's 30? Yep, that's good. Let me make sure he's not facing northeast, and he's not. Okay, that works. Okay.
Sorry, I don't know who we're drawing for next. I just spun.
Next up is Ryan Harrington, University of New Hampshire, Northeast Conference number 6.
That's
49.
Yep, top left.
Yeah, as soon as I tell you we're good, just go ahead and spin the next one, and we'll. You got to do it again.
Okay.
He's facing someone from the Northeast first round.
46.
Should be 46. 46.
It's gotta be on the right side.
I found it. Okay. Yeah, that works. All right. Next up is Max Henry Nelson, Pacific Lutheran University, 5th place finisher of the Northwest Conference. Pacific Lutheran is another new program this year in the NCWA.
59.
Let me make sure. You said 59?
Uh-huh.
59. Where's 59?
Bottom right.
Bottom right. Oh, okay. Where is he from? Northwest? Yep, that works. Max Henry, welcome to the NCWA. You're number 59. I don't even know what to put. PCL. That's your name. PCL. Pacific Lutheran. Okay. Next up is Brian Conet, University of Georgia, 5th place finisher, Southeast Conference.
He's 45.
Okay.
He should be good.
Should be good. Where's 45?
Yeah.
From here.
Left.
Good. Next up is Salvatore Spera from University of Central Florida. Needs to be opposite of number 8, which means he needs to be on the right side.
$44. He's on the left.
44 is left.
Yep.
Yeah, you need to draw again.
Yeah.
And it was against another SEC guy.
Oh, yeah.
Two strikes.
52.
That's on the left.
Okay. 48.
I have this feeling that's going to be on the left.
It is on the left.
Yep. 50-50 shot. 37. There's a story about the number.
It's on the left as well. It's on the bottom.
I'll tell you the story about 37 later. Draw again.
44. That's got to be on the right.
It has to be.
It's got to be.
And it's on the left. we already picked that number.
Did we? Oh, yeah, we did. 47.
That is good as golden right there.
Yeah.
47. Salvatore, sorry, bud. UCF, Southeast Conference number 6. You are number 47. All right, now we go to the West Coast Conference. And we've got one guy to pick there still from University of Nevada, Las Vegas, UNLV, 6th place finisher, Austin Holloman.
He's 55.
I bet you they're watching too. So hello to everybody out there in the West Coast.
I bet they are too.
New program in the NCWA. They're a pretty exciting team. They competed in our regional duels this year out there. All right, Austin Holloman, UNLV. Glad to have them in the association.
You got that guy?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
That is good. 55. We're moving on to the Great Lakes Conference. 5th place finisher from University of Wisconsin, Austin Brown. He needs to be opposite of number 33, so he needs to be on the right side. 42. Look at that. Got it right away. Next up is Cartel Clark. Akron needs to be opposite of number 13. His teammate Braxton Freeman is seated number 13.
It's 48, left side.
48's left side. Does that meet our criteria?
GLC.
We have another Akron number 13 seed. 13 is on the left. Was 48 on the left?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta choose again.
$49. Did we just do that? No, we did 48, but 49's also on the left.
49 is also on the left.
$50.
That should work, and it does. Okay, moving on to the Mid-Atlantic Conference, 5th place finisher from Clemson University, Timmy Samek.
62.
62 should be at the bottom, right? No, 62.
On the right, about midway down.
You got to draw again. He's against a Mac guy. $60.
That's going to be bottom left.
That works. Next up is Andrew Welch, University of Tennessee, 6th place finisher, Mid-Atlantic Conference.
$44.
Number 44 works. Cody Smith, East Carolina, 7th place finisher, Mid-Atlantic Conference. I believe this is the last one to draw.
58.
44. 58 is Cody Smith. Help me find that. That seems like a left side number, which means I'm
right. It's on the right. It may, yeah, Mac and Jess.
Yeah, that works. Cody Smith, East Carolina, you are number 58.
Okay.
And I believe that is all for this weight class. Let me make sure before we move on. And everybody has been placed at 157 pounds, one of our biggest weight classes this year, once again. We're going to move on to the 130-pound. We're about halfway through the broadcast, by the way, people, but I think we'll speed up here a little bit, just based on the fact that we're becoming more efficient. 130-pound weight class for the women. This is the weight class to watch. We do have some more to draw here, but just going over who we have already in the bracket. Returning national champion at 130 pounds, Avery Sodders from North Texas. The number 2 seed is returning national champion from 136 pounds, Marina Gucher from Michigan Dearborn. She's dropped down a weight class. So you got 2 returning national champions going to square off here, possibly in the finals. Number 3 seed is Kendall Davis from Colorado State. And she's a returning All-American. Number 4 seed is Sierra Joner from Southwest Oregon. Number 5 seed is Jocelyn. I apologize if I spelled your name wrong there, Jocelyn, and I believe I did. Let me get the right spelling here. Jocelyn Orellana from Springfield Tech. Number 6 seed is Sarah Anderson from UMass. 7 is Sophia Villalta from Cal State Northridge. Number 8 seed is Mindy Ibarra from Midland. Let me make sure I can get your, let's see, Kendall's also spelled it incorrectly. Let's get that changed. Thought it was. Jocelyn, you have 2 S's and 1 E. My bad. Bad typing there. All right, we have 1 person to draw in at this weight class, so we're going to need to do a 9 through 16, Chase. We're going to be drawing Jessica Carbajal from Richland College into the bracket. 9 through 16.
I need to get a better computer for this stuff. All right.
A couple other tidbits there. Tidbits about 130. Let's see. Kendall Davis is actually 10-0 this year, undefeated, but she finished 4th in the country last year at 136 pounds, which is why she's 3rd seed behind Marina Gucher. Okay. You got number 11?
Yep.
All right, number 11 is going to be Jessica Carbajal from Richland College. Okay, and that is your 130-pound women's weight class. Last year, we did all the seating at the tournament itself. This is the first year that we've actually done a draw for the women and using similar procedures as the men. As the tournament gets bigger, it makes it a lot easier to do it beforehand. So that's why we're doing it this year like this, if anyone's wondering. We're moving on to the 165-pound weight class. Chase, you're going to want to get numbers 25 through 32 ready. This weight class has, looks like 42 men competing. Some highlights here. We have 4 returning All-Americans at this weight class. We'll start off at, I'm going to highlight here number 9 to start out with, Jared Mullins, the from Mott Community College. He's the Great Lakes Conference runner-up. He has wins over several All-Americans this year. Number 8 seed is Peter Becker from East Carolina, the runner-up out of the Mid-Atlantic Conference. Your number 7 seed is Mason Bressel, Maryland Wrestling Club, runner-up out of the Mid-East Conference. Your number 6 seed is Taylor Workman, Toledo, the Great Lakes Conference champion, 3-time champion out of the Great Lakes, in fact. Number 5 seed is J.A. Jones, John Austin Jones, the conference champ from the Southeast Conference. He was a returning All-American from 165 last year. Number 4 seed, Javier White, Rutgers Wrestling Club, the champion in the Mideast Conference. He dropped down from 174 last year, where he was the national runner-up at that weight class, which shows you how difficult the 165-pound weight class is. He's the 4 seed as a conference champion. The number 3 seed is Richard Viruet from Springfield Tech, the Northeast Conference champion. Your number 2 seed is Joseph Scott, the conference champion from a Mid-Atlantic out of Liberty. And your number 1 seed, no surprise here really, Bailey Carlson out of Brigham Young, the West Coast Conference champion. He is the returning national runner-up at this weight class. Probably one of the toughest weight classes we have this year, which typically is 165 pounds is typically a really tough weight class to begin with. All right, at this weight class, we're going to be drawing 8 guys between numbers 25 and 32 that placed in the top 4 in their conference, but were not seeded. Before we do that, let me just make sure. And I believe we will be starting with the Northeast Conference this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 it is, 25 through 32. And we're going to place Mikey Illiset from Farmingdale. All right, I apologize. Mackay Rivas from University of Connecticut first here. He was 3rd place finisher out of the Northeast Conference. Number 28.
Yep. It's bottom right, bottom left, sorry.
That works. Mackay Rivas. UConn. Next up is Mikey Illiset, Farmingdale State.
25.
28. You want to find that for me?
Yeah, sure. That's
right side?
Left side. No, left side, about midway down.
Got it. That one works. Okay, that was 25. Next up, the Northwest Conference, Jairo de la Cruz, Washington State University, 3rd place finisher, Northwest Conference. 27.
It's bottom right.
That works. Next up is Barry Badu from University of Washington, 4th place finisher.
It's 30, which is in the same quadrant down there in the bottom right. About a little bit up.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, that was Barry Badu from Washington. You said 30. Is that correct? Yeah, that one works.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, he was 30. All right, next up is we only had one entrant from Southeast Conference that's going. The runner-up from the Southwest Conference from Lamar University, another new NCWA program. Akene and Azoto, Southwest Conference runner-up.
It's 29.
29 should be right across. That works. And Azoto. Lamar. Welcome to the tournament, Lamar University. Glad to have you. Third place finisher from Texas A&M, Landon Darlington.
31, top right.
Top right. That works. Next up is going to be the third place finisher from West Coast Conference, Elias Edmondson from UNLV.
That's 32.
You got to draw again, same areas as conference.
Well, the only other one is 26.
26?
Yep.
Okay, so
Midway,
that's
right.
that. 26, Elias. Well, we're going to have to do something with the next guy, so because he's the same conference. So Elias gets number 26 from UNLV. That is West Coast Conference number 3. Adolfo de la Cruz from Sacramento State. What was the one that we picked before him? 29 is where we picked before. So let's see. 29 is okay. So Akine now goes to 32. Or no, it was Landon Darlington, wasn't it? Sorry, Akine, you stay there. Landon Darlington goes to number 32. Instead of the number 2 seed, he gets to face the number 1 seed. Not much of a difference in seeding, at least. All right, so now the number 30. Let me just make sure I'm right here. So Adolfo de la Cruz goes to 31. All right, so you're going to populate 33 through 64, Chase, while I'm getting this corrected. Adolfo de la Cruz from Sacramento State. You are here. Okay, we should have 10 guys to pick between 33 and 64. We go back to the Northeast Conference. We're going to start with Neil Ryan of University of Massachusetts, 5th place finisher.
$35. It's right side.
Yep, you got to draw again. He's in with Northeast.
59. Right side, bottom.
Yep, that works. Neil Ryan, UMass. Okay, now we do Cooper Power, University of Maine. He has to be opposite of 21.
It's 40.
40?
Yep.
Should be left side. Draw again. He drew an NEC.
42.
That works. Next up is Jack O'Neal from Washington State. He needs to be opposite of 27.
39.
Hey, did we get – let's go back. Make sure that we did 42 for Cooper Power. We need to make sure that that's opposite of 21.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I thought I said something, but I don't think we checked it. It is opposite. We're good.
Okay.
Okay, so that was 42 for Cooper Power. What'd you get next? 39 for Jack O'Neal?
Yep.
39 is – that works. Oh, wait. He has to be opposite of 27. Is that right?
27's right side.
Nope, so we got to draw again.
Okay, so
Dang it.
39 back in. $50.
50 is right side.
Yep.
Choose again.
$40.
That works. Yep. Jack O'Neal, Washington State, and that is Northwest Conference number 5. All right. Next up is 5th place finisher, Southwest Conference, Will Seaver from University of Texas, San Antonio. First time we said that today. 38.
Yep.
Where's that at? Okay, that works. So we got Will Seaver, Texas, San Antonio. I don't even know what to put for that. TXSA. That's how they go, right?
UTSA.
UTSA?
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Sorry, everybody in Texas.
I think that would be my guess.
That's probably right. Okay. Next up is going to the Great Lakes Conference. 5th place finisher from University of Akron, Paul Mulkey.
33, top left.
33. That works. Next up is Trevor Pickett, Grand Valley State. Needs to be opposite of number 14, where his teammate Jake Sobek is.
60. Bottom left. 14 is right.
We're good then?
We're good.
What number you say? 60?
Yeah.
Is it opposite of? Yep, I see his name. Trevor Pickett. Okay. Number 60. Moving on, we go to the 6th place finisher of the Mid-Atlantic, Jeffrey Driscoll, the Apprentice School.
63.
63 should be up here, and it goes against the MAC, of course. Draw again.
$62.
That should be where? 62 should be. Where's 62? 62, where are you?
Right side, midway up.
Should be against number 3, yeah. You built these brackets backwards, by the way. The 3 should be all the way at the bottom. That's why I'm having a hard time finding everything.
I didn't build the brackets. All right, so we're doing this one again?
No, that one's good.
Oh, it is good. Okay.
Number 6. All right, next up is 5th place finisher, Mideast Conference, Bailey Funk Temple. Needs to be opposite of number 19.
19 is right side. 50
50, I believe, is
right
also
side.
side. All these teammates. Stop making national championship with your teammates, guys. It makes it so hard to draw you in.
47 right side.
Side. Just kidding. Keep making it. Make it hard on us.
53.
Okay, that's good. Unless we meet somebody from the Mideast. Nope, we're good. Hunter Reese, Rowan University, 6th place Mideast Conference.
52.
52, you said?
Yeah.
Should be opposite, so that would be good. Okay, Anthony Solis, UMBC, wild card from the Mideast. He was a medical wild card. Was ranked earlier this year, so wherever he goes is going to be a difficult draw for somebody.
Yeah. 49 top left.
49 top left. Let's make sure we're not against any. Yep. Okay, Anthony Solis, UMBC, and that is Mideast wild card. Let me make sure we got everybody in there. I think we might be done with 165. Great Lakes, Great Plains, Mid Atlantic, Mideast, Northeast, Northwest, Southeast, Southwest, West Coast. We are done with the 165-pound weight class for the men's. We're going to move now to 136 pounds for the women. At 136 pounds, just going to go over what we got here and then see if we need to seed anybody else. It looks like we need to draw 3 women into the bracket. You're going to want to put in 5 through 8 on the draw, Chase. Yeah. So 136 pounds now with 2 of the returning All-Americans moving down to 130. Wide open bracket here. The number 1 seed is Olivia DeMars from Southwest Oregon. Number 2, Angela Buenrostro from Richland College, right there near Dallas, Texas. Tara Linneman from Springfield Tech is the number 3 seed. And at number 4, we have Ariana McDonald from University of California, Santa Barbara. First time we said that name today. We're going to be drawing in 3 individuals here. Yuritsi Boizo from Fresno State, Kristen Yazzie from Utah State, and Jaslyn Villalona from Florida State. A lot of V's and Z's there. Pretty hard to pronounce all that. All right, so we're going to be drawing Yuritsi Boizo first from Fresno.
It's going to be 5.
For 5 seed, which is kind of where she came in the numbers, so sometimes things just work out. Yuritsi Boizo, number 5 seed. Kristen Yazzie from Utah State.
6.
And she was seeded 6th originally, too, if we would have gone just by numbers. Interesting. Utah State, number 6. Now between 7 and 8 here. Jaslyn Villalona, Florida State University.
8.
Number 8 seed. So Olivia DeMars gets a match first round. That's why we draw them in, folks. So that's your bracket at 136 pounds for the women. We are going to move on to the 174-pound weight class for the men. Thanks for anybody who's still stuck around with us. I know it's gone a little long here. We should be done here hopefully in the next 40 minutes or so. I apologize if any kids come in to say goodnight to me. This is an active household at the time, so anything going on in the background, you got to blame the time. All right, we have 48 guys at this weight class. This is the 3rd weight class that is basically full. We are going to be drawing in the first group, Chase, between 25 and 35. We will be starting with, I want to say, the Northwest Conference. Let me make sure that's correct. Northwest Conference will be chosen first. While Chase is setting all that up, I'll go over the top 8 seeds here. Actually, I'll go over the top 9, even the top 10. We got some conference champions here that are seeded all the way to the 10th. The 10th seed is Joe Frisolone Frisolone. Apologize, Joe. Grays Harbor College, the Northwest Conference champion. Edward Misey, Brigham Young, the West Coast Conference champion at number 9. At number 8, we have Thomas Hatzipavlidis, Penn State Wrestling Club. He's actually a wild card, but a really highly ranked guy. That's likely why he got seeded here as well by the conference chairman. Number 7 seed, the conference champ from the Southeast Conference, Ethan Ahrens from Central Florida. Number 6 seed, conference champion from Northeast Conference, Jacob Berry, Springfield Tech. Number 5 seed, Brandon Buckingham from UMBC, the Mideast Conference runner-up. At number 4, we have John Prentice from Penn State Du Bois, the Mideast Conference champion. He is a returning All-American, not from last year, but from the year before at 165 pounds. Number 3, we have Sam Carroll from Liberty University, the Mid-Atlantic Conference runner-up. And number 2 seed is Shane Brown, Akron, Great Lakes Conference champion. And the number 1 seed overall is Noah Carreri from Queens University of Charlotte, the Mid-Atlantic Conference champion. I am getting some messages in here asking why we're not separating the number 1 and number 2 seeds from conferences on separate sides of the bracket. As much as possible, we try not to change the top 8 seeds. If you're a top 8 seed, we're saying that you should be an All-American. Moving a guy to a lower seed just to separate him from a conference opponent does not favor that person. And this is something we've been doing the last couple of years, so it's nothing new. So just to let everybody know, if you have a number 1 and a number 2 that are, say, the number 2 and number 3 guy in the nation, we're not going to make the number 3 guy in the nation the number 4 seed just to get him away from a conference opponent. So if hopefully that answers any questions that we might have out there. For the live draw here in our first section, we're going to draw 11 guys into the 25 through 35 spot, starting with the Northeast. Let me make sure before you go here, Chase, that I got the number right. And I did say 11, correct?
Yeah.
11. All right, we're ready to go. Let's draw. Starting off with Northwest Conference, 3rd place, Andy Gonzalez, Grays Harbor. He has to be on the opposite side of number 10.
It's going to be 34.
So he needs to be on the left side. All right, go ahead and draw again.
$25. It's left side.
It should work. 10's on the right. Where's 25?
Kind of midway down.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, 4th place finisher from Northwest Conference, Aaron Dixon, Pacific Lutheran. Second time I've said that name today. Another new program again.
26. Right across.
It's crazy that it would be right across. So 25 and 26, that should work out, and it does. Next up is Dylan Turner, Emmanuel College, 3rd place finisher from the Southeast Conference.
28.
Can you find that for me?
Yeah, I'm looking.
628 should work, but 28 would be bottom left. Yep, you're good. 28 is Dylan Turner, EC, SEC number 3. Next up is the runner-up from the Southwest Conference, Jake Wright, University of North Texas.
It's 32.
32. And that works. Next up is Steve Rodriguez, Richland College, number 3 in the Southwest Conference. He needs to be opposite of number 20. What we got here?
34.
see, 20 should be on the left, so we should. Yep. You said 34?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that works. 34 is Steve Rodriguez. Go ahead and spin. Interestingly enough, when we do this random draw, it typically puts guys in their placement in order of seed from the conference. So in this case, Southwest Conference is seeded 20th, 32nd, and 34th with their placement.
27, bottom right.
Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure we know who this is. We are placing Colin White, Utah State University, third place of the West Coast Conference. You said 27?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that works. Next up is Tanner Turnbow, University of Arizona, fourth place.
Give me 31.
Okay, I got a couple other comments here just to clear up some.
Where are you reading these comments from?
They're sending me text messages, so
Yeah.
it's coming up on my phone as I'm actually
Okay.
broadcasting here. Just so everybody knows, we put the vote out to all the conference chairmen, and they use our national seedings, our national rankings, NCWA rankings, not the point rankings, the ones that are actually published where we, take into account head-to-head, where they finished last year. The conference chairmen see all that data, they see the head-to-head, and they give their own rankings 1 through 24 based on typically the top 3 or 4 in your conference you need to be in order to be seeded, and some returning All-Americans. There are some special circumstances. That all those lists get sent to Scott Sherman. He crunches the number, and an average comes out, and from that we get our recommended seeds. The final seeds are determined by the tournament committee. Now, as I spoke in the original broadcast at the beginning, there were some people that weren't here, and that's fine. Most of the seeding was not changed whatsoever. In fact, in the entire tournament of 11 weight classes, there were 21 changes made, of which 18 of them were in the seeds ranging from 17 to 24. So out of the other changes, there were a couple changes from between the 7 and the 8, where we could possibly move away teammates or our conference opponents. Everything else was kept as is. All right. So if everyone could just stop sending me text messages at this point. All right. So that was Colin White was 27. Tanner Turnbow should be where? 31.
Yeah.
That should work. Too many people have my number. Let's put it that way. I'm going to change my number.
29.
31. Okay, next up is, you said 29. That's going to be no one from the Great Lakes. Fourth place, Great Plains Conference, Winona State University. First time I've said that name. 29th seed is going to be Austin Lassie.
Left side, about halfway down.
Of Great Plains Conference. Where'd you say?
Left side, about halfway down.
Okay. Well, I know at least a couple people are watching because I'm still getting text messages. So.
Yeah, 32 people watching.
How many?
32, 33.
Well, I mean, it could be that they're watching in a big group, like a team. I know there are some teams that are watching tonight, and hopefully you guys are doing that and seeing where you're seated. Hopefully this is exciting for some of you, and we're not just wasting our time. So I think it's exciting, but that's just me.
I wish I could make it.
All right. Next draw is third place finisher out of the Mideast Conference, Alec Cohen from Temple University.
30.
30 right across.
Yep.
That works. Okay, next up is third place finisher out of the Northeast Conference, Connor Winchenbach from Husson University. Husson out of Maine.
It's 35.
First time I've said Husson today.
Right there below. 30.
Oh, each other. Interesting.
And then the one remaining we have is 33.
And that's going to be Keith Brown of University of Connecticut, the 4th place finisher of the Northeast Conference. Okay, Chase, our next round here is going to be 36 through 64. As long as that Keith Brown makes, you said 33?
Yeah.
Yeah, it works. One of the reasons that we do it in 2 sections of the draw, just so if anyone's not familiar with that while he's loading this up, we don't want to punish guys that, finish higher in their conference by drawing them in between 25 and 64. They could get the 64 seed. If you finish in the top 4 of your conference, we want to reward you and give you a top 32 seed. That's the goal. The guys that finish 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, wild card, they didn't even place. Those guys, we want to put them in the lower seeds. It kind of evens things out. It separates guys a little bit more. So that's why it does work out where typically however you finish is going to be the seed order at nationals as well. More often than not, it works out that way. So this process has been ever evolving over the last 4 or 5 years, and we've gotten down to a pretty good science. So, all right, you ready to start drawing again?
Yep.
All right, we're back to the Northwest Conference. We got one guy to draw here, Riley Trindle, the 7th place finisher from Montana Tech.
41.
41. That was Riley Trindle, Montana Tech. We should be good there. Moving on, we go to Southeast is done, Southwest is done. We have the West Coast Conference. We got 3 guys to draw here. First one to be drawn is 6th place finisher from Cal State Northridge, Seamus Sullivan.
It's 45, left side.
Cal State Northridge is a newer program. I think their first year was last year. Seamus Sullivan, that works. Next guy to be drawn is Manuel Rivera from Sacramento State, wild card entry from the West Coast.
58.
58. Find that spot for me if you would.
Yeah.
Seamus is 45. Also, for anybody still watching, this will be input into Flow sometime tomorrow for both the men's and the women's, and we will have it uploaded onto the internet as soon as we can. It will not be up tonight, just to let everybody know, but the brackets are available here on our website. You can look at all of them in depth. If there's any issues with spelling of names, you can send that information to both Brian, Bryan, at ncwa.net and Leland at ncwa.net. That's Lelan. Please don't send any other information, just spelling. The seeds will not change after tonight, by the way. So don't be sending any information about seeding information. That's not going to help you. You're just going to get frustrated. So, all right. Manuel Rivera was what?
58.
Where are we at?
Midway, right side.
Got it. Okay, that works. Next up is Sam Lee from, it says University of California, Las Vegas, and I don't think that's right. So UNLV is where he's from. Okay.
51.
You would find that for me.
Yeah, it's going to be right side, bottom right quadrant.
Sounds like it should work out. So 51, and that works out. Go ahead and choose the next number. UNLV's got a lot of guys here.
Good for
Good for a first-year program.
Yeah. 62.
62 is going to be no one from the Great Lakes because they're done. Great Plains, 5th place finisher, Tyler Cutts from Iowa State. He needs to be opposite of number 14.
62 is right side.
14's right side.
Is it?
Yeah, 14's right side.
Okay.
And you said
62 is right side as well.
Okay. Go ahead and pick again. His teammate Chase Rising was the second place finisher from Great Plains. He's seated 14th.
49. 49's left side, top left.
What now? 49 top left. Yeah, that should work. Iowa State, that was fifth place finisher. Okay, moving on, we have, let's see, fifth place finisher, Mid-East Conference, Nicholas DiStefano from University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. First time I said that name today.
That's 38.
38 is... let's see, Nicholas DiStefano, that works. UPB, MEC number 5. Man, MEC has a lot of entries here. Probably going to have some issues. I'm just guessing. 38. Okay, seventh place finisher from UMBC, CJ Ashby. He needs to be opposite of number 5.
36.
36.
Yep.
5 should be on the left side, so as long as 36 is on the right side. And it's not. Go ahead and draw again.
47. It's top right.
That works. Hopefully, let's see if there's. Yep, that works. Next up is Anthony Tamayo from Rutgers, 8th place finisher. It's a tough weight class.
62.
Find that for me if you would. Ashby is 47.
Where's that?
62 should be down the right here. You had to draw again.
$56.
That works. Okay, next up is 9th place finisher from Mid-East Conference, Rowan University, Daniel Wallerman.
64.
Find that for me if you would while I'm inputting Mr. Tamayo.
Well, that's going to be the top left.
What was it, 64?
Yeah.
Hey, that works. Sweet. We got through the Mid-East without having to change anybody. How the heck did that happen? So again, if people could stop texting me, that would be helpful. I don't get it. It's like, okay, I guess we could be here all night.
I'm going to bomb text you right now. Just.
Oh, I can't.
Did we lose you?
No, I'm returning a text message here. Sorry. Are we back?
Yep.
Can you see me? I can't see you. All right, there. All right. 64 was Daniel Wallerman. All right. Did you draw again?
No.
Stephen Illis at 5th place, Northeast Conference, Farmingdale State.
46.
Nope, you got to pull again. He pulled the Northeast Conference.
54.
54 is.
Where is that?
There. That's good. Okay, pull the next one. Kieran Clark, University of Connecticut, 6th place finisher, Northeast Conference.
60.
60.
Yeah.
Where is that one? Okay, that works. Seth McNay, Yale University, 7th place finisher, Northeast Conference. 48.
48, top left.
Top left. Oh, we already pulled 48.
Oh, we did?
Yeah. Yeah, it's already been pulled. Tyler Kutz is there.
Sorry.
Green for a second.
I love that we can hear your.
You can hear my tapping?
Yeah. All right. 42 is going to be right side.
42 is Seth McNay. That works. Okay, and our last one there, this should be the last one, is Frank Susi from MIT.
63.
Time we MIT. 63.
Yep, top right.
And that works. Wow, that's awesome. Got that one done. Let me make sure that we have everybody completed there before we move on. All right, everybody's been drawn 174 pounds. All right, we're moving on to the 143 pounds for the women. Once again, the seating was done here by the chairman and women's coaches. And then we're drawing in other ones as needed. If anyone's interested in knowing that. Okay, 143 pounds. We have 4 women being drawn in to the bracket. Okay. We have 1 returning All-American at 143 pounds. But first, number 1 seed is Janesia Edwards. I apologize, I spelled that wrong. From Southwest Oregon. Number 2 is Rosanna Aguilar from Fresno State. She's the returning All-American at this weight class. Number 3 is Angelica Galvez, Cal State Northridge. Number 4 is Anave Avila, Washington. Okay, to the persons that's texting me, I will give you a call after this, okay? All right. Thank you. Number 5, Shannon Ripley from Husson. And we have 4 to draw in at this point. All right, we need numbers. We have to draw 6 through 8 first. Well, actually, you know what? Just put in, yeah, we got to do 6 through 8. There's 4 people to draw. Let's see how we have to do this. Hold on.
What do you think?
Hold with just a sec. I got 4 people that are basically right around each other in their rankings, so I'm trying to figure out how to do this correctly. 1 second. Just put in the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm gonna assign those numbers to the names, and we'll choose a number to draw first, basically. So whatever number comes up is who's gonna be the 6th seed. That's how we'll do it.
Okay.
So number 1 is gonna be Gloria Arias. I'm just announcing this so everyone hears it. Number 2 is gonna be Allie Seaton from Gloria was from Cal State Northridge. Allie Seaton is from Utah State. She's number 2. Number 3 is Kayla Brazzi from New Hampshire. And number 4 is Catherine Morales from Liberty. So those are the numbers that we're drawing to the seeds 6 through 8 first, and then we'll draw 9 through 16.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and draw the number.
1.
So the number 1, the 6th seed is going to go to Gloria Arias of Cal State Northridge. And we can't do that because she faces a common opponent there. So
Okay.
the first round. So go ahead and do another number.
I guess I could have just taken that one out and added back in, but it's okay. 3.
3 is going to be Kayla Brazzi. Is going to be the number 6 seed. Okay. All right. Now we're picking for the number 7 seed.
It's going to be 4.
Which would be Catherine Morales. Will be 7. Okay. Go ahead. This is for the 8 seed. Is number 2, which is Allie Seaton of Utah State. And now we need to do 9 through 16. And Gloria will be put in one of those places.
Okay. Oh, man. Nine through 16. You got 10.
10th spot goes to Gloria. And she's on the same side, but I don't see it being an issue since 3 and 10 probably won't meet. But I'm sure someone will complain. So whatever. All right. So that's your 143-pound weight class for the women's. We're going to move to the 184-pound weight class for the men. Now in our 3rd hour of the broadcast. 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 7 weight classes to go. 3 of which are women and 4 that are men. So they get a little bit smaller as we go, though, here, the upper weights. At 184 pounds, we have 42 men in the bracket. Going over the top 8 here. Number 8 is Brad Kata from Central Florida, conference runner-up from the Southeast Conference. Number 7 is Brendan DeVries from Grand Valley State, runner-up from Great Lakes Conference. Number 6 is George Andrews from UConn, runner-up from the Northeast Conference. He's an All-American 2 years ago. Number 5 is Jared Smiley from Central Florida, Southeast Conference. Number 3, you may notice that they're both on the same side of the bracket. They're number 5 and number 8 seeds. We didn't touch the seeds as much as possible. We tried to keep the conference chairman's recommendations in order. He is a returning All-American at the weight class, Jared Smiley. Number 4 Josh McElhenney from Liberty, the conference champ from the MAC. Number 3, Jaron Thomas from Mott Community College, the conference champ from the Great Lakes Conference. Number 2, Vincent Levin from Florida Gulf Coast, the SEC champ. And your number 1 seed here is George Van Balen from Alfred State, the conference champ from the Northeast, who was runner-up last year at this weight class nationally. Moving into our first draw, we're going to have 11 guys drawn in between 25 and 35. I'll verify that while you're doing that, Chase, and we are starting at. We will be starting with the Southeast Conference. Yep, we're good to go. All right, the first guy we're drawing is Seth Bell from Emmanuel College, the 5th place finisher from the SEC.
It's be 30.
Number 30. That works. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not drawing him. He's not in the top 4. Sorry, Seth Bell, you're not number 30. All right, SEC doesn't have anybody in this criteria. Southwest, number 3 finisher, John Ureski from Texas State. So he's 30. Let's make sure that works. It does. Okay, next up is 4th place finisher from the Southwest Conference, Wade Marley from North Texas. Needs to be opposite of the number 18 seed.
31 is on the right, top right.
Top right.
8th, you said?
Where's 18?
Oh, 18. Where is 18?
I have no idea. Oh, it's top right. It's like right next to it. All right, draw again. Thanks for anyone who stuck with us this long.
33. It's going to be on the opposite.
That work?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and draw the next one.
$27.
This will be West Coast number 3, Justin Shorby from Arizona.
It's going to be bottom right.
Bottom right. That works. Go ahead and draw the next one. This is going to be Dartigan Fan from USC, 4th place finisher, West Coast Conference, 26.
Yeah, right side, kind of midway down.
That works. Dartignan Fan.
Right back.
West Coast number 4. Okay. We are now back to the Great Lakes Conference. No one to choose there, so we move to Great Plains. Luke Kliegel from Iowa State University Wrestling Club, 3rd place finisher. He needs to be opposite number 17. 29. They're both on the same side. Draw again. $32, same thing. Draw again. Okay, that works. Go ahead and draw the next one. This is going to be Spencer Trout, Wayne State College, 4th place finisher, Great Plains Conference. Okay, 31. No, it's against the same guy we just drew. Go ahead and draw again. 35. That should work out. And it does. 35 is Spencer Trout. Okay, go ahead. Did you draw the next one?
No, sorry.
This is Steven Crowder, Clemson University, 4th place finisher of MAC.
31.
31, that should work. Go ahead and now we got to be opposite here. Noah Wright. Oh, sorry, different draw. Never mind. Go ahead and draw again.
Did I need to keep 31?
Yeah, 31's fine. No, we're good with 31.
Okay. 29.
Okay, just catching up here. Go ahead and find that one for me.
Okay.
31 was Crowder. This is Nate Stemple, Temple University, Mid-East Conference number 4. You said it was 29?
Yeah, it's left side, midway down.
We're good there. Go ahead and draw the next one.
$28.
This is going to be Bet Monley on Togtok from Yale, 4th place finisher of Northeast Conference. You said 28?
Yeah, left side, bottom.
Okay, that fits. Okay, go ahead and draw the next one. 28 was Pat Manley. This is Jake Lindell, Washington State University, 3rd place finisher out of the Northwest Conference. 25?
25, midway left.
Okay, that works. Now the next guy, the 4th place finisher, same school, so he's got to be opposite of 25, which may already be figured out for us.
No, 32 is on the left side. 25 is on the left side as well.
Those are the only two left?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 32 and 31 need to switch. So 25 is – who's my 31 is Steven Crowder. So Steven Crowder needs to be 31, which works. For those playing at home, we try to change the seeds as equitably as possible to make it fit our criteria and try to stay as consistent as possible with that. So 31 is supposed to be Rogan Copper, Washington State. Number 4. All right, so our next group is going to be between 36 and 64. We got 7 guys to pick here. 31, Roman Copper. And we're going to start back with the Southeast Conference with the original guy that I thought we were drawing, which we weren't. Seth Bell, Emmanuel College, 5th place finisher.
$56.
56. Okay, that works. Go ahead and do the next one. This is Jackson Bowen, University of Georgia, 6th place finisher, Southeast Conference.
It's 54.
54 should be down here. That works. It'd be really nice if all these worked out going forward. Number 6. Wishful thinking, right? Yeah. Southwest is done. The West Coast is done. Great Lakes, 5th place finisher, Garrett Caraway, Akron, University of Akron. It's 50.
Yep.
Should be left side. Where is left? Where is it? Where's 50? Am I missing it?
It's on the right side.
Oh, right side. Well, that's why I was missing it. I was looking at the left side.
Kind of near the top.
Okay, that works. Go ahead and draw the next one.
$60.
50. This is going to be Matthew Becker, University of Minnesota Duluth. First time we've said that name today. 60 should be on the left.
Bottom
right?
left. Yeah, very bottom.
Okay, that works. 60. Go ahead and pick the next one.
46. The right side.
Booth is. Hold on one second.
Yep.
60. This is picking Noah Wright, Clemson University, 5th place, Mid-Atlantic. He needs to be opposite of 32. Would you have 46?
Yeah, 46, which is on.
He's in with a Mac guy. We got to do another one.
43. Right side again.
Well, that's okay. That is
Near
Noah
the
Wright, Clemson, Mac number 5. 43. All right, next up is Devin Meredith, Apprentice School, 6th place finisher, Mid-Atlantic Conference. He needs to be opposite his teammate, Wes Sorey, who's the number 10 seed. So he needs to be on the left side.
58.
Be left, be left, be left. It's not.
Nope.
Go ahead and pick again. Using the same quarter as his teammate.
48.
48 should be... where is it?
Top left.
Okay. Make sure it works here, and it does. Go ahead and do the next one.
51. That's going to be bottom right.
And this is going to be Jonathan Kerrigan, University of New Hampshire, 5th place finisher from the Northeast Conference. You said 51?
Mm-hmm.
And that works. That might be everybody. Let me make sure. Are all these posting still?
Yeah.
Okay, let me make sure here. Okay, we're done with 184. All right, moving on to 155-pound weight class. I believe this is the biggest weight class of the women. Let's see, 155. We have 5 people to draw into this weight class. It's 13 women in this weight class. Pretty cool. Number 1 seed, as calculated by the chairman and coaches, Aaron Scheit, Midland, number 1 seed. Number 2 is Taj Vieira from Southwest Oregon, returning All-American. Number 3 is Tane Denning from Texas A&M. Number 4 is Nina Ortega, also Texas A&M, opposite sides of the bracket. Number 5, Sierra Fonger from Maine. Number 6, Maxine Netter from Wisconsin. Number 7, opposite side of the bracket of her teammate, Gabby Hunter, Midland. Number 8, Michaela Fine, Southwest Oregon, also opposite side of her teammate. We have 5 to draw here between the 9 and 16 seeds. And there's 3 Southwest Oregon girls here. So as long as she's not facing her teammate in the first round, we won't redraw her. Also, looks like there's a 3rd Midland as well. So same procedure will be used there. All right, first one to be drawn here is going to be Tiana Peterson from Southwest Oregon. 9 through 16.
Got 14.
14 is going to be Tiana Peterson, Southwest Oregon. Okay, next up is Yaritza Hernandez from Fresno State.
15.
15, Yaritza Hernandez, Fresno. Okay, next up is Amanda Gaines from Springfield Tech.
12.
Okay. Karina Garcia, Houston Downtown.
10.
Karina, sorry if I mispronounced your name. UHD. And the last one to draw will be Hannah Shevert from Midland. She can't be drawn on the number 16.
11.
11. Okay, let me make sure here we got. Hold on to that. We may need to, because of the way this is a smaller bracket, we may need to redo the last couple. What was the last one we did? Was Hannah was 11. Just because we place out to a certain number here, so we don't want to have a bye to a certain placement. Yeah, we have to place her in the number 9 spot.
Okay.
It looks like. So that's Hannah Shevert. That evens out the brackets so that there's not a bye somewhere later on. All right, so we got 2 buys on the top side and 1 on the bottom. Yep, that's right. Okay. All right, so that's your 155-pound weight class for the women. This is the largest bracket that we have, 13 women. The 170-pound bracket is also pretty large as well. So we're going to move on here to the men 197-pound weight class. Absolutely loaded weight class here. As we move on, if you just look at the returning All-Americans, we've had 6 guys that have achieved All-American in the past, either last year or the year before. And the highest seed out of those guys it looks like a number 4 seed. So if that tells you anything about this weight class, pretty tough. Starting at number 8 seed here, we have River Robertson from Maine. He was an All-American last year at 184 pounds. He's the conference champ for Northeast Conference. Number 7, Jack Dahlgren. He is a wild card entry from the Northwest Conference, but has a head-to-head victory over River Robertson at the national duels. One of those reasons we say going to the national duels is so important, that head-to-head versus some tough guys. Number 6 seed, Jesse Slocum, returning All-American from Akron, the conference champ, 2-time conference champ here from Great Lakes Conference. Number 5 seed, Taylor Westlake, Liberty University, the 3rd place finisher out of the Mid-Atlantic Conference, and he's the number 5 seed overall. Number 4 seed, Sean Kennedy. I believe he finished 3rd last year at this weight class. 2nd place this year in the MAC. The number 3 seed, not a returning All-American, but he's beat a lot of guys this year. Randolph Prudhomme from Central Florida, the runner-up in the SEC. Number 2 seed is Ross Graham from Apprentice School, conference champ from Mid-Atlantic. He's also beat a lot of guys this year that were ranked. And your number 1 seed at 197 pounds is Robert Lepeter from Florida State University, your conference champ from the SEC. We are going to be drawing in our first round here, Chase. We're going to be drawing 12 guys into the 25 through 36 slot. Let me make sure there. And I believe we're starting with the Southwest Conference. Let me check that. Southwest. Okay. We're actually picking 12 guys in this first round, and then we'll have 4 in the second. So this one should go pretty quick. You've got a total of 40 guys at this weight class. All right, our first choice here is Quinn Redmond, the runner-up in the Southwest Conference from University of North Texas.
It's 25.
25. 25, where are you at, 25? Man. Getting tired. There it is. Okay, that works. Go ahead and choose the next one. It's going to be Matthew Gonzalez from Richland College. He needs to be opposite of number 16, which means he needs to be on the right side of the bracket.
29.
That sounds like it's a good spot, but we'll see. 29, is it on the right? No, it is not. Go ahead and pick another one. Matthew Gonzalez, Richland College.
35.
Go ahead and choose again. Next guy. Mitch Fredette from Dixie State, third place finisher, West Coast Conference. He needs to be opposite of number 20.
Oh, I'm sorry. 35 was supposed to be out, right?
Yeah, it's
okay.
out. Sorry.
I didn't get that.
I kind of mixed my words there. That's my fault.
31.
31. We need to be opposite of 20.
31 is top right. 20 is left. Kind of bottom left.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. His teammate Kyler Kelsch is the 20 seed. So 31 is Mitch. Okay, go ahead and do the next one. This is Trent Miller of UNLV.
It's 30.
West Coast. 30.
Midway on the right.
Yeah. That works. I'll go ahead and do the next one. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Could do the next one, but it's the next conference. Another UNLV. West Coast, number 4. Okay, this is going to be Tommy Bowles, Ohio State Wrestling Club. 36?
Mm-hmm.
Where's 36? Right here. That works. Okay.
26. It's going to be the next guy.
26 going to be Dean Vanes. Sorry, Dean, if I messed up your name. Vangsnes. Dean, you are the number what? 26 seed?
Yep, that's the right side.
Should be up top, right? Right here. That works. From Colorado State, third place finisher of the Great Plains Conference. Go ahead and do the next one. 26. This is going to be Alexander Hicks, fourth place finisher from Liberty, Mid-Atlantic Conference. He needs to be opposite of number 5.
It's 27. That's on the bottom right.
So
5 is on the bottom left.
Okay. Mac number 4. Okay. 27. All right. We skipped the Mid-East because no one else to seed right there at this point. Northeast Conference, fourth place finisher, Joe Fallon from UMass.
It's 32, top left.
2, top left. That works. Go ahead and do the next one. This is going to be. Sorry, I spelled your name wrong there, Joe.
33, it's right next to it.
33 is going to be Tristan Barnett, Washington State. Third place out of the Northwest Conference. Go ahead and do the next one. This one's going to be Cole Tucker, Pacific Lutheran, fourth place out of the Northwest Conference.
29, left side, midway.
All right. That was Cole Tucker, Pacific Lutheran. Okay, 29. All right, our next choice here is Jose Fernandez, third place finisher, Southeast Conference, Central Florida. He needs to be opposite of number 3, so he needs to be on the left side.
It's going to be 34.
Oh, please be on the left side. It's not, is it? Nope.
So the Armand's guy is 28. Is going to be left.
28.
Yep.
Is it on the left?
I have no idea.
It is, and it fits. $28. All right, our last choice here is Connor Murray, University of Florida, which he'll be 34, and it fits our criteria. Awesome. All right, we're choosing 37 through 64, Chase.
Okay.
And we're going to go back to the Southwest Conference, which is already all seeded, which we move on to the West Coast Conference at this point. And we have Shane Coslow, the 5th place finisher from Brigham Young. We need to be on the opposite side of 14, where his teammate Jacob Martin, the West Coast champion, is seated.
64.
14 is should be on the right, so we are good. 64 is Shane Coslow, BYU, West Coast number 5. Go ahead and draw. We go past the Great Lakes. That's already done. Great Plains is done. Mid-Atlantic is done. Mid-East, number 6, Mitchell Dowd, University of Pittsburgh at Bradford.
52.
52, which is...
Left side, bottom left.
Got it, and it's good. PB, East Conference number 6. Okay, 52. And we have 2 more guys left. 5th place finisher from Southeast Conference, Kyle Graham, Emmanuel College.
You got 56 here. Left side, about top left.
Okay. And that would be Kyle Graham. Go ahead and do the last one.
$41.
Jaden Merritt, Florida A&M University, 7th place SEC. You said 41?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the right side? It's got to be. We've been pulling left side like crazy. Yeah, random. Oh, we can't do it there. It's in the same draw as the SEC. Go ahead and pick again. Something on the right. Let's even it out a little bit. There you go.
3 on the right.
Oh, can't do it there, SEC. Getting closer.
40.
40 left. And that's good. Let me make sure that we're good for this weight class. Lakes, Great Plains, Mid-Atlantic, Mid-East, Northeast, Northwest, Southeast, Southwest, West Coast. All right, 197 pounds is done in the books.
Yeah.
We move on now to the 170-pound weight class for the women. Put the information here. We have 2 to draw in here between 9 and 16, Chase.
Okay.
The number 1 seed here is Sadie Kala from Kala. I apologize if I mispronounce your name. Southwest Oregon. Number 2 is Kendall Manley from Liberty, returning All-American at this weight class. Number 3 is Serena Rayon from Southwest, opposite of her teammate. Number 4 is Walina Tong from Midland. Number 5 is Victoria Cyprian from Southwest Oregon. There's 3 in this weight class, all in the top 5 seeds as dictated. Number 6 is Genesis Simpson from Richland. Number 7 is Jenny Kim from Texas Tech. And number 8 is Isabel Dobrev from UCLA. And we have 2 to draw in here. We have Mia Zavala from Richland. We're hoping not to draw her against the number 6 seed. She should be on the upper bracket if possible. And Mackenzie Vanderwalker from Winona. So whenever you're ready, Chase, the first one will be drawn here is Mia Zavala.
13.
13 is on the top, which works perfectly. Mia Zavala of Richland. And our last one is Mackenzie Vanderwalker.
15.
15. From Winona. And that's your bracket at 170 pounds for the women. Okay, we're moving on to 235-pound weight class for the men. Another stacked weight class with a lot of returning All-Americans. This weight class, you're going to go 25 to 34, Chase, if you want to get that set up. We've got a total of 39 at this weight class. Our number 8 seed here, well, actually, we'll go to number 9, even 10. Number 10 here, Jacob Childs from BYU is the number 10 seed. He's the West Coast Conference champion, 16-0, and he's the number 10 seed. That shows you how tough this weight class is. The number 9 seed is Giovanna Garnero from Winona, the conference champ from the Great Plains Conference, returning All-American. The number 8 seed is Gunnar Lynch from Penn State Fayette, conference champion from the Mideast. The number 7 seed here is Richie McClendon from MTSU, the 4th place finisher in the Mid-Atlantic Conference, in which he's a returning All-American. Really tough. That was probably one of the toughest weight classes in the country, along with, I believe, 141 in the MAC. The 141 and 235 were horrendous this year. They're just so tough. Number 6 is Danny Falconer from Clemson. He was 3rd place finisher from the MAC. He was an All-American last year at 197, moved up a weight class. Number 5 is Drew Barrett from Queens, 2nd place finisher out of the MAC. Number 4 is Seth Brennick from Ohio State Wrestling Club, 2nd place finisher in the Great Lakes, returning All-American. Your number 3 seed is Haroon Bogdanich from Grand Valley, the conference champion, I believe 2-time conference champion now from Great Lakes Conference, also returning All-American. And your number 2 seed is Stephen Webb of Connecticut, the conference champion from the Northeast Conference and the returning national champion. He's got some losses this year, some other guys in the weight class. That's why his seed dropped from 1 to 2. By the way, he was not the number 1 seed last year and still won the championship coming from a lower seed. The number 1 seed this year is Austin Amos from Liberty University, the conference champion out of the Mid-Atlantic Conference. There are 4 guys in the top 8 out of the Mid-Atlantic Conference here. Moving on to our first part of the draw, we're going to start with the West Coast Conference. Let me make sure that's correct before we start. Southwest last time. We have 10 guys to draw here that finish in the top 4. Let me make sure that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's correct. So our first guy we're going to choose here is Alan Clegg. Brigham Young, 3rd place finisher, West Coast Conference. He needs to be opposite of number 10, so he needs to be on the left side.
25.
Somehow I don't think that's on the left side, but... Yep, it is. Sweet. Awesome. Moving on. Next guy. Okay. 4th place finisher, West Coast Conference, Trenton Bess from Dixie State.
26, right side, midway.
Okay. Trenton Bess, Dixie State. Go ahead and do the next one. 26. This is going to be, we skip the Great Lakes. We go to the 3rd place finisher from the Great Plains, Nick Bailey of Iowa State Wrestling Club. 31.
Top right.
Okay. Go ahead and do the next one. This is going to be the 4th place finisher out of the Mideast, Thomas Regas from Rowan. It's 34 seed. Hey, you get to... Oh, we can't do that. He's in the same area as... Oh, that's Mideast. Nope, we're good. Thomas Regas. Rowan, MEC number 4. Good. Okay, now we move to the Northeast. 4th place finisher, Alexander Yang from Yale.
27, bottom right.
27. That works. 27. 4th place finisher from the Northwest Conference, Alec Palander from Washington State.
32.
That should work. It's always tough to draw the number 1 guy. But, you got to beat someone to place, so you might as well beat the number 1 guy, right? 32. Okay, next up is 3rd place finisher from the Southeast Conference, Jerry Holloway.
30.
Holloway. University of Georgia. 30?
Yeah.
Should be off of 3.
Right.
I got it.
Midway.
Okay. You're number 30, Jerry. And the 4th place finisher from University of Florida, Michael Jean Baskin.
It's 33. Me, top left.
Yep. That works. Okay, go ahead and do the next one.
We have 28 and 29 left.
Okay. That was number 33. We have the 3rd place finisher from the Southwest Conference, Ivan Storick from University of Texas, Arlington.
It's 28, bottom left.
That works.
We got 29 left, whoever the last guy.
Nelson Fuentes of University of Houston downtown, 4th place finisher out of the Southwest Conference. And that fits. Okay. Moving back to the West Coast, we've got 5 to draw between 35 and 64. Mr. Chase.
Yep.
This part of the broadcast is brought to you by Coca-Cola.
I don't think it's even. There you go.
Coca-Cola.
Better than me clicking numbers. Sorry. Oh, yeah, 35, right? Yeah.
35 through 64.
Okay.
2 weight classes after this, everybody. 2 weight classes. $54 is going to be Teal Bowers from Cal State Northridge, 5th place finisher, West Coast Conference. If it fits our criteria, and it does not. Pick again.
Got 59.
59. Where are you at, 59?
Bottom right, very bottom.
That actually does fit our criteria. So you got the number 6 seed, Teal Bowers, Cal State Northridge. Go ahead and choose the next one.
52.
All right, this is going to go to Dominic Johnson, Mott Community College, 5th place finisher, Great Lakes Conference. 52?
Yeah.
Should be right here. That works. There are 2 Dominic Johnsons in the tournament, by the way. This one not to be confused with the heavyweight from Liberty. I'm sure that's something Scott Farrell would have told us if he were online. Just filling in for you, Scott. Filling in.
45, left side, midway down.
You'll have to do something different in the same conference.
Okay.
52.
I'm not paying attention to the conferences.
Elijah Tucker. Oh, I hadn't said it yet. Elijah Tucker from Macomb Community College. He's a wild card out of the Great Lakes Conference. 47. Right side. That works. $47. Man, I hope we make it. I have a low battery. I don't know how I have it charging. You would think it would be working, but Oh, I got 10% battery, so hopefully we make it. Let me see if I can plug it in. Oh, of course it doesn't reach. All right. You might just hear me the rest of the time, guys, which probably isn't a bad thing. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure we don't lose the feed.
Right, turn off the video. That's what I'll do.
Can you do that? It's probably burning. There. You can see me still? Kind of?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Where were we? We did the Great Lakes. Great Plains is done. Sixth place finisher, Mid-Atlantic Conference, John Huff from Clemson. He needs to be opposite of number 6.
So he's 51.
Be on the left side, though. Nope, you got to do it again.
Okay. $42.
42.
Yeah.
Is that left side?
42
Nope.
right. No?
Draw again.
Okay.
It's all your fault, John Huff. Come on.
60, bottom left.
There we go. Nope. Against his own conference. This is one of those where we have 7 guys from Mid-Atlantic, so we're going to run into a lot of problems. 57.
7 midway left.
That works. John Huff, Clemson, Mid-Atlantic, number 7. 6, sorry.
Got 50.
Okay, I think we have one more guy left. Bradley Christensen.
Where's he from? It's 50. That's top right.
Played Southeast Conference, Emmanuel College. 50?
Yeah. Should be good.
Yeah, that works. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody here. And we'll move on. We got 2 weight classes left.
22 people still watching. You guys are troopers.
How many?
22.
Probably the only people watching now are the ones that are wanting to complain about what I'm doing. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the support. All right. Okay. $235 is all done. We move on to the. Let's see where we're at. 191-pound weight class for the women. We don't have to draw anything. There's 4 women here, and this is the way the seating came out. Nothing has been changed. Number 1, Leilani Camargo Neon from Midland. Number 2 is Ebony Ayers from Southwest Oregon, the returning national champion. Number 3 is Brianna Williams from North Texas, a returning All-American. I believe she placed, third last year at this weight class. And you have number 4 is Irene Nunez from Houston downtown. And that is your weight class for 191 pounds. For the 285-pound division for men's, there are 37 in this weight class. It's the second smallest weight class. The smallest is actually 35 with 100 at 125-pound weight class. We have, excuse me. That's adding to intrigue there. We have 5 returning All-Americans here at this weight class. Another pretty packed division. At number 8, we have Ryan Madison, Alfred State, the runner-up from the Northeast Conference. Your number 7 seed is Chukwudi Kalu from UMBC. Number 3, your third-place finisher out of the Mid-East. Your number 6 seed, Dominic Johnson, Liberty, the champion out of the MAC. Your number 5 seed, Miguel Correa, the conference champ out of the Great Lakes Conference for Grand Valley State. Your number 4 seed, conference champ out of the Mideast, Nathan Spinetti, Penn State Fayette. Obviously has some wins over some of the other guys that were All-American type status. Number 3 seed, Donovan Lozada out of Springfield Tech, Northeast Conference champion. Your number 2 seed is Dylan Stadel from Utah State, West Coast Conference. I think he's the 3-time West Coast Conference champion, and he's looking to be a 3-time All-American. And your number 1 seed at 285 pounds is Jesse Godin from Central Florida, the conference champ from the SEC and the returning national runner-up at this weight class last year. We have 9 guys to pick between 25 and 33. Chase. Let me make sure that's right. And I believe we start with the Great Lakes Conference. That is correct. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 guys to choose in the first draw and 4 in the second.
28.
So our first guy here is Dominic Bell, the 4th place finisher in the Great Lakes Conference from Akron, 28.
Bottom left.
Bottom left. That does not work, of course. He would be facing a Grand Valley kid, second round.
33.
It should work, and it does. Dominic Bell, Akron. Go ahead and pick the next one. 33. This will be 3rd place finisher from the Great Plains Conference, Joseph Gieselman from Wayne State College. Number 30 should be against number 3, and that fits. Go ahead and do the next one.
31. It's gonna be top
30.
top right.
Well, let me
Oh, sorry. Getting.
Where are we going?
Well, who we drawing for first?
Hold on. This will be. We skip the Mid-East. We skip the Mid-Atlantic. They're all seeded. Mid-East doesn't have anyone here. Northeast doesn't have anyone here. Northwest, 3rd place finisher, Nick Carbone, Washington State University.
He's top right.
31.
Yeah.
Nick Carbone. Go ahead and do the next one. This is going to be Jake Hobbs, Montana Tech. We need to be on opposite side of number 19 here. 4th place finisher, Northwest Conference. 27. 27 should be the right side. Where's 19? It's also right side. Go ahead and choose again.
27.
It's the one you just picked.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Random, man. 26.
It's 27 again. Same
20.
side. Pick again.
Yeah. $28.
20. Yep, there you go. Okay, go ahead and do the next one.
Now we're at 29.
Okay, this is going to be Dylan Purcell, Emmanuel College, 3rd place finisher from Southeast Conference. You said 29?
Yep.
Okay, that works. Okay, 29. The next guy is Barry Davis, the 4th from Florida A&M, 4th place finisher from the Southeast Conference. 32. Nope, you got to do another one. Drew the UCF kid. 27. Hey, 27. Let's get rid of that one, all right? Barry Davis. That works. Draw the next one. This is going to be third place finisher from the Southwest Conference, Blake Cedillo from University of Houston downtown.
26.
26. Right here. That works. There's only be one left, right?
It's 2 left.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. That was 26. Okay, we got the third place finisher from West Coast, UCLA, Guillermo Ojeda. 25.
25.
25 should be here. That works. Guillermo Ojeda, UCLA. I don't remember saying UCLA for the men at all today. Might be the first time. And then the last spot goes to Luke Avendano from Sacramento State. Fourth place finisher, West Coast Conference.
It's 32.
And it fits. Wow. We have 4 more guys to draw, and we will conclude our live event. We appreciate everybody sticking with us. The numbers are going to be 34 through 64, Chase.
Okay.
This went about an hour longer than I wanted it to, but we also did the 10 women's weight classes, so.
Okay. You
All right, we're
said
gonna start
44
back.
or 35?
It's 34 to 64.
Okay.
We're going to start back with the Great Lakes Conference. Langston Mitchell of Grand Valley State. He needs to be opposite of number 5. Did you get 41?
41. 5 is left side.
41 is left side. Draw again.
40.
I feel like
left
that's
side.
Side. We get 4 people to draw, and we're going to have to draw like 35 times.
34.
That has to be right side.
Yeah, it is right. Top right.
Okay, that works. Go ahead and do the next one. This is going to be Michael Frias from University of Toledo. He was the 6th place finisher in the Great Lakes Conference.
52.
52.
Left side.
Yep. I wonder if all the people watching still are the heavyweights.
Hey, maybe.
You think? Way to stay up, guys. Way to stay up to watch this intriguing, compelling event. All right, we got 2 guys left. 2 guys left, and they're both from the Mid-East Conference. The 5th place finisher of the Mid-East is Eric Ahn from Temple University.
He's at 56, and he should fit.
56.
Left side, kind of top.
Left side. I feel like we put a lot more people on the left side tonight. Maybe it's just me.
I think you're right.
I think you need to check your random generator.
It knows actually which side.
Does it?
No.
I was being sarcastic.
Who's our last guy?
And the last guy, drum roll please, from the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford, the 6th place finisher from the Mid-East Conference, Joseph Blanco.
60.
We're not going to call you Mr. Irrelevant, by the way. You're
Bottom.
just as everybody else we've drawn tonight. So you drew the number 5 seed, and I believe that works out. So let me get that guy in, and we'll check it over, make sure we didn't miss anybody. I'll check my text messages to see if there's any more hate mail, and then we'll end the broadcast. Number 60. All right. Great Lakes, Great Plains, MAC, Mid-East, Northeast, Northwest, Southeast, Southwest, and West Coast. That's it. Everybody's drawn. We thank you for sticking with us if you're still there. we look forward to seeing everybody in Allen, Texas on Wednesday when you come in and get settled in. We will have, I believe, practices starting in the venue at 2 o'clock. Be looking for that schedule online to make sure that's correct. And the women's check-in and coaches meeting will be on Thursday. Men start on Thursday, women start on Friday. We appreciate you guys sticking with us, and all of these brackets will be left online. Again, we'll input them into Flow as soon as we can. Hopefully tomorrow. This will be up by tomorrow night. I'm signing off. Chase, thanks for your support.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.